know too much about the world yet. You know what I mean? So it's like I was like, all right, I like chemistry. I really enjoy chemistry.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Don't Blend In podcast. I'm your host Tomas, and I'm here with my co-host
D Drizzle.
Co-host Dick.
D what?
Remember
Drizzle.
last time, co-host Dick?
Not co-host Dick.
Co-host Dick.
Co-host D Drizzle.
So, the usual news segment, right?
Right.
Do you actually have news for today, or is it just my news?
I got some new hats, man.
Yeah.
That's about it, really. I don't know, nothing too crazy. I'm max level on Arc Raiders.
Hey, well, not max level, just max rewards level.
No. After 75, you can't go up.
Oh shit!
It's
really?
a cap. It's a cap.
I didn't even know about that.
That's it for me.
Huh.
I ain't got too much. School's finishing soon.
School's finishing. You know what that
Classes.
means, y'all? Double
uploads.
Double uploads
Real
coming
soon.
real soon.
So yeah.
I think the week after next week
Is our first one, right?
Yeah. Well, filming wise, I'm pretty sure it's next week.
Right.
I don't even know.
Right. No. You're right.
So, do you want to start with personal news? Because you said your hats. I have two news: personal news, and then like a more world news I want to tell you about.
I mean, mine isn't too much. I'll start.
Right.
I just got some new hats. This is one of them. I'm gonna keep y'all updated.
New Badson
on the hat situation. This shirt is fire, by the way. I know y'all can't see, but the quality.
It's so nice. It's got some holes in it too.
Very nice.
Like
very
distressed
nice.
holes, not like butt holes.
Yeah, but yeah. I mean, I'll keep y'all updated, man. This is what my brand new hobby journey, and I don't even like hobbies.
We got hella likes on our DBI post. Oh yeah.
Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate y'all live right here. We got like 5 new likes on the post.
Y'all are tough.
Y'all are so tough. We love y'all.
Have we done that in such a short span of time?
No, it just say boom, boom, boom. You heard the notifications?
Yeah.
With a bunch of likes. All right. Now my personal news. I've recently been so addicted to these like urban exploration videos. Specifically theme park urban exploration.
Okay.
You know what urban exploration is, right? It's just like abandoned areas.
Okay.
I've been so addicted to like these Disney abandoned areas. Like they explore these abandoned Disney parks. You know why? So these Disney parks, they don't tear them down. Because it's really expensive to tear them down.
Right.
So they just kind of abandon them. And then they close them off to the public. So then people come in, years later, they're dilapidated. It looks something out of a zombie movie.
So you can go in there.
No, you're not allowed. People like break in with cameras and stuff.
Okay.
The most famous one is Discovery Island. It's really an island off of the Orlando Disney Resort.
Okay.
And it used to be like this place where they would have animals and stuff, right? But they just kind of like left. They were like, this park sucks. We're not going to keep, using it. And instead of tearing this stuff down or even, they just kind of left it. 20 years later, it's been taken over by nature. And the tree, and like...
That must look so cool.
It looks so cool. And all the stories that people who've gotten videos on it are so cool because it's literally like, you have to get to the island. So people bring like boats in the middle of the night because there's also yachts that go around it, like the little Disney like trips. So you have to go in the middle of the night on rafts and they fucking row over there. The most famous group actually swam 350 feet offshore to get to the island.
Swam. Didn't boat.
Yep. And the people have been doing videos like on this island since like 2007. Actually, one of the more recent ones is a body cam footage from Orange County Police because Disney caught someone on the island, so they called the police. The police, you have body cam footage of them going through this fucking dilapidated Disney park that's covered in vines and trees, and the walkways are covered with nature. They have machetes cutting the trees down, trying to find the people. Really fucking cool, man. Really fucking. I've been cripplingly addicted to those videos recently. That's just my personal news. That's my update for the week.
Go check them out.
Go check out urban exploration, Disney stuff. It's all really cool. Brightside Films, they make really good videos. I think that's what they're called. Throw it up on screen, Go check them out. And the other news. Now, this one is really cool.
The news. I don't even know this one, y'all.
So, recently, they did a new dub for the very famous anime, Banana Fish.
Okay.
Have you heard of Banana Fish?
Yeah.
It's a really popular anime. They did a dub. Completely AI. They dubbed the anime fully using AI.
Now this AI episode is gonna be crazy whenever it comes out.
Like mega canceled. Like no one wants to watch it. Everyone's like y'all.
That's so funny. I was just not watching, but I just saw some Banana Fish praise the other day.
No, because the anime is really good.
Yeah.
But then they fully AI dub. I think Amazon did it. Amazon did it. Don't quote me on that Amazon part. But how do you feel about that? A fully AI anime dub.
I don't like it.
I fucking hate it. I'm so
I
against
don't
it.
like it at all.
Yeah.
Again, like I said last episode, man, AI it can be used as a tool, but this is it's being used as a tool, but you're just kind of like this is the beginning of the downfall of voice actors.
This is the beginning of the downfall of art.
You know what I mean? Like,
They're gonna replace us with 2 robots soon.
see, my
Yeah.
it's like I look at it from two sides, right? Because on one side, I hate it, I despise it, right? Because well, I mean, you're getting rid of voice actors altogether, right?
Which is an art. You're getting rid of an artist
Yes,
and
you're getting rid of
replacing
an
it with a
artist.
tool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's like you're kind of fucking them over. On the
This is your
flip
phone.
side, no, that's you.
I have mine over here.
On the flip side, it's like they're cutting out the guy. You can look at it from two ways, right? So for me, it's like, okay, let's say I'm the guy that's using this AI. I have this vision and I want it to be so exact and so perfectly what I want it to be, and that it is creatively destroying this job, right? Now, in some cases, again, as a tool, it could be used like crunching
But
numbers, right? Crunching
here
numbers. No,
there's
no, no, no,
this.
no. I get it. I
Yeah.
get it. Here, like
Alright.
crunching numbers is one thing, but here, if you know that this is an art, and you know that you've seen movies and you've seen shows where those some of those things that should have been outtakes weren't outtakes, and they end up being your favorite scene because the actor, the artist that you're
Human
in
touch. That
collaboration
human
with,
touch.
you're in collaboration with, that's where that comes from. You know what I mean? It's like you can't listen. I'm all for like soul creative like influence, right? But if you're in a field where you know you're gonna have to collaborate, man, you should embrace that. You know what I mean? Like embrace
No,
it.
I agree. It's just I see the stat crunching part of things where it's like
Yeah, that's
AI
one thing.
AI should be used to like help certain certain things be simpler, but I
Yeah,
think that's
like
what it should be.
spreadsheets and all
Yeah,
that
it
shit.
shouldn't
You
be
know,
used to like replace people,
nah.
just to
Well,
replace.
in some cases, AI is gonna replace people. It's gonna replace the people that are crunching numbers. But then you're creatively, it's just
But
creatively destroying
I
that
think
job to create another one.
I think it should help the people who are crunching numbers crunch numbers easier.
Yeah,
You know,
but in that case, now you're gonna need the AI. You're gonna need less people to work this AI.
yeah, no, I see that. But I just think it's so crazy the way they're using it to just like steal the voice actor's job.
No, that's
Because it's
bad. That's
simpler. That's
bad.
bad.
That's
So
bad.
we
Horrible.
disavow AI
Yeah.
use mainly in art. We disavow what they're doing with Band of Fish. Restore the voice actors.
Yeah. Imagine every movie you watched was AI. Imagine every Dwayne Johnson film you've ever watched, it's just a bunch of AI.
Okay, but Dwayne the Rock Johnson could actually be replaced by AI pretty easily. He doesn't do anything special.
Maybe, but a lot of people love those movies.
Wrestling wise, no AI could ever do what the People's Champion could do. But acting wise, a real Rock might be able to pull it off.
But listen, bro. Okay.
I think that's it for the news segment. I really don't want to drag it on too much. I want to save all this AI talk for the AI episode.
No AI
I just wanted
for
to see your
creativity.
reaction on this.
Yeah. No AI for creativity, man.
Okay.
Make art, man. Make art yourself.
Make art yourself. Also,
That's what makes it human.
last
Is that we
news.
make it.
Last news. New camera. Hey!
Could y'all tell?
Could y'all tell? If y'all can't tell, I'm so upset. It was a
Can we tell?
pretty penny, y'all.
We're looking at it right now.
We're looking at it. It looks beautiful. It looks better than looking at my phone.
Looks better than looking at a Johnson in a fruit basket.
What? What are you even
Looks good.
talking about? We're filming this at 9 o'clock at night.
Look at that nose.
That's why it's like this today. He ate 2 Twinkies. He's off the Twinks.
I'm off the Twinks, bro. I don't even know. Yo, the revival of the Twink.
Don't call them Twinks.
Stop
Don't
playing,
call them Twinks.
bro. The revival of the Twink, bro. I haven't had me one since I was a jit.
Fucking
Bro.
around too much with these Twinks.
Hey, today's gonna be a good episode,
It's
y'all.
gonna be a great episode because it's a
We got some good
serious,
stuff.
it's a serious topic, but we're so unserious today.
We got some good stuff. We got some good stuff.
So you can't even see the whiteboard at all. Whatever.
Y'all know what it says.
It says don't blend in. Today
Shout
we
out
got nothing
YouTube.
special on the whiteboard.
Yeah.
But okay. So today's episode, we're gonna focus on creativity, right?
Here you
And
go.
that's such a general, broad topic, but more specifically, this whole idea of people talk about I'm not creative. I don't enjoy doing art. I just kind of stay in my lane. Like, shut up. You are creative. Humans are creative. I think that's one of the
Bitch.
biggest things, aside from
Shut up.
aside from like opposable thumbs and shit. One of the few things that separates us from other animals is that we have the ability to make art.
Yeah.
We are creative. So, you know, also the segments there are gonna be quite short. We're gonna have a lot of segments because we really got like a lot to go through.
It's gonna
Right?
we're gonna be bouncing between a lot of things.
Exactly. So
Pause.
pause.
I think.
I don't think
I don't
that's not
know.
gonna happen.
I
All
don't
right.
know.
To the first topic, right? What do you think creativity actually? I think we got to define creativity to really start a discussion on it. So, what do you think creativity actually is? Like definition,
Oh, like textbook. Like
not
you want me
textbook.
to just give a guess?
Derrick definition.
Okay.
What's the Derrick definition for creativity?
I look at it from a really like wide range, like wide view. I'll say
Point
because
five lens.
because I don't see creativity just in art. You know what I mean?
See it everywhere.
What I mean by that is to me, right? Like I was talking with Lewis, right? My boy Lewis, cool guy, right? And he's like, yo, he's one of those guys. Yo, I'm not creative. Yo, I don't
This episode is for
understand.
Lewis and Diane.
Yeah, shout out.
Shout out.
Um, he's like, yo, I don't really just, I don't think that way. You know what I mean? And it's like, um, our guy, very intelligent guy, and he works a pretty, um, his personality as far as like how he acts and what he's interested in, because he plays video games and stuff, guys. He plays video games and stuff. But like, let's take something very like, systematic, like finance or computers or things that these are things that me and him would talk about, right? Like
Yeah.
and it's like take the entrepreneur, right? Sorry, people look at entrepreneurs as creative, right? Why? Oh, because you came up with this product and you're gonna sell it and it's the first of its kind or whatever, right?
I think entrepreneurs are creative. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
usually they are usually right, but it's like they people give them brownie points for their creativity when it comes to the product. But what about the innovation when it comes to the marketing? And what about the innovation when it comes to their bookkeeping and all that type of stuff? You know what I mean? So it's like the people in those like let's call it like those I'm blanking. Corporate. Those corporate
Okay.
jobs, you know what I mean? People in corporate jobs that they work in those teams and they find ways, for example, to make a system more efficient or make it
That's a
easier.
creative
You know
workaround
what I
for a
mean?
problem.
You're being creative. You're
Yeah.
not painting anything. You're not making a picture. You're not doing, but you're being creative.
You're literally making a creative workaround for a problem that your company has.
Yeah, quite
Like
literally.
if you're a guy that you set up your Excel sheets in a different way that's more efficient and better, and you came up with that way,
That
that
is a
is
creative
your
project.
creative way
Yeah,
of using Excel, and it's your outside the box thinking, your creativity
yeah,
that
and
got you to that point.
I love that you brought outside the box thinking
That's what
because
creativity is, you know.
I feel like one of the, if not the most important
Yeah.
thing about creativity is using something yourself to make something brand new,
Okay.
right? Not that the whole thing has to be brand new. You have to, find the element and then implement it into the fish that no one like ever found. You know what I mean? No, no, no. Like let's say you have a computer, like an Apple computer that was already made, sure, but then you find a way using your resources to make something completely brand new. I like to say out of thin air because that's just how I visualize it. But obviously, it's
You
not out of
know,
thin air.
even in like fields that everyone agrees is creative, everyone agrees painting and drawing and all that is creative, right? In painting, you're not making the canvas, you're
You're
not
not
making the
making
brushes.
you're not making the apple. You didn't create an apple.
Exactly. You're not.
You feel me?
You're not making like these brushes and these canvases. You're using them to make something different. In the same way that someone in a corporate job could use whatever tools they have at their disposal to do
To make a
something creative.
process
The
different,
whole,
exactly.
I think the main difference, and I might be wrong on this overall, but for me the main difference is the enjoyment you get out of it. These people going to work, right? And their job feels like a job. They don't really like being there, right?
Yeah.
So then they view this whole process of doing stuff in a negative way. Meanwhile, painting is a more relaxing, enjoying activity. They view that in a more positive way. That's creativity, that's art,
Yeah.
that's expression. Meanwhile, the other one, they view it so negative that they don't see it as creative expression. They don't see it. When it is creative expression, it's just a creative expression that you're kind of forced into by your job.
Yeah, you're forced into it. And so the thing is there
You're
with
not
like
forced to paint.
with the enjoyment is like let's say I really 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 like this thing or I'm very interested in coding per se, right? If I make a new script, right? If I make a new coding language, I'm going to be happy. And I'm
Yeah.
going to want to keep doing it, you know what I mean? So yeah, that enjoyment definitely plays a huge part into
I
it.
think it only pays a huge part of it into whether or not you personally classify it as art. And then a lot of people will do a lot of creative stuff and they won't even notice they're doing creative stuff just because they can't do one of the big, like famous artistic expressions, they automatically assume they're not creative. Oh, I can't draw, I can't sing, I
Yeah,
can't
they don't look at it in the
like
same
the
way.
real big ones are like I can't do those. That means I don't do nothing creative. And then you're on their skateboard.
Yeah, exactly.
They
And see, it's interesting because
they build shit on Minecraft all day. And they're like, yeah, I'm not
yeah,
creative.
it's interesting
Like,
because
yeah,
majority of the things that you buy that were made by a creative entrepreneur, you wouldn't classify them as creative products. It's something to make your cooking a little bit easier, something to make your cleaning a little bit easier. You know what I mean?
and
It's
all
like
those are
that all were
innovations.
derived,
Yeah,
innovations derived from creativity.
I think this
Oh.
whole part is the first segment and the second segment combined into one. We're answering what creativity is, and we're inadvertently answering the question that I proposed for the second one. Are some people not creative? I think we're both agreeing here. No,
Yeah, pretty
everyone's
much
creative.
everyone can be creative. Absolutely.
Everyone,
Yeah.
everyone is creative. It's just whether or not you want to express your creativity, or
Yeah.
just like do
Or know
things by the
how.
book, do
Yeah.
things. And even people who choose not to express their creativity, at some point you are going to end up doing it in something. If you cook for your family, boom, that's simple. If you literally at work you do anything that isn't exactly how you're told by the books, boom, that's already a creative thing that you've done to optimize your work. So I think first segment, second segment, combine kind of into one answer. So what is creativity overall? It's just outside the box thinking.
Yeah. But I have a caveat.
What's your caveat?
I have a caveat.
Put that hand down.
I think
Put that hand down.
and it's applicable to both, but I see creativity
Smell
and
water.
art slightly that is yours.
It's your water.
I have two over here.
Type shit.
Yeah, that's yours, bro.
Oh yeah.
So I see creativity and art. See, it comes from the same spot, right? Now, we bring up entrepreneurship because it's just an easy example, right? Because that is derived from a problem, right? You find a problem in someone's life and you fix it. That's what entrepreneurship is, right? If I say, if I see my neighbor, they're walking around and their feet are hurting, let me make a new shoe. Okay.
That's creative. You literally just saw
Yeah,
a problem, and instead of being like, "Oh, his feet hurt," observation. Instead of just making it, you made the observation, and then you immediately followed it up with a thought to solve that observation.
exactly.
That is creative thinking 101. That is
Yeah.
simple. Boom.
Now in art, I see it. It's the same thing. It's not necessarily a problem, but a conflict,
Okay.
right? So like, and not necessarily it doesn't have to be negative, right? But how I see art, I mean, creativity in art is, and this actually ties back into what we were saying with AI and
By
why.
art, hold on. By art, you specifically mean like the big
Yeah,
artistic.
yeah,
You
yeah,
don't,
yeah,
because
yeah.
anything could be art.
Right,
We've
right,
done this a million times.
but
Anything could be
I mean
art.
like the stereotypical what everyone sees, art
Painting,
school,
yeah,
painting,
no.
drawing, all that type of stuff, design.
Animation,
Yeah, yeah,
design,
yeah.
yeah.
And when you see things that carry real emotion, I think that for me, because you can be creative in business, you can be creative in a billion different ways as we've just discussed. But when it comes to those more specific arts, you know what
Yeah.
I mean, painting, like things that are derived from the human experience, is that it has to have exactly that, is emotion and real life human experiences, and it has to come from a place within, and that could be through just your own feelings, your experiences, as I've just said. This can be observations that you've made throughout the world. You know what I mean? So it's like I feel like that is where kind of the difference is like you and me, we've made things, and right, we're
So
kind of we're pretty broad with how we do
you
it, but
think this
we make
specific.
things
Okay.
through observation, and then we put our spin on it.
But do you
Right.
think this specific caveat? I just want to make sure. Does this change the definition for creativity when it comes to actual like the main artistic
No,
fields? No.
no.
It's
The
still
difference
the same
is
definition, just a different just caveat added.
the caveat. This is where the split is between the people that think that they're not creative, don't think this way. They think they can't do this.
Anyone can do anything.
Anybody can do it because we're all human. You know what I mean? But people that can't express emotion or come up with something that's very specifically artistic within one of those mediums, right? That not even that they can't, but they just haven't because they haven't tried and they haven't studied the medium. That's when the statement comes up. Oh, I'm not creative. I'm not artistic.
I mean,
This, that, and the
anyone
third.
can learn how to draw. Anyone can learn how to design. Anyone can learn how to do any of these things. It's just
Yeah.
whether or not you want to put in the time to do it, or some people just think, oh, this person's always known how to paint. Yeah, because they put in the effort to learn when they were really little.
Yeah.
As a grown adult, you could also put in the effort to learn how to paint.
Absolutely.
Anyone
Yeah.
can.
I think that's what I've observed as the cutoff is all the people that I've met that they're like, oh, I'm not the creative, this, that, and the third. They just don't know how to put emotion, thoughts, feelings
into their
and,
art.
and experiences and then flesh it all out into one piece. And that is in part due to because they just haven't gone out and studied the medium, which that is the biggest thing aside from not being interested in doing it. You know what I mean? If you're not interested in doing it, you're not going to do it.
But if you get interested in doing it, then you have to study the medium, learn.
You have to.
You gotta learn the techniques.
You have to. You absolutely have to. How am I going to know what makes, and it's a 50-50 because, again, like I said a couple episodes ago with packaging your art, right? Which, again, some people might not like the idea of this, but you have to package it for the viewer, right? That doesn't mean you have to cater it to the viewer. That's two different things, right? But you have to know how to get your emotions across. Do I use this blue if I want this to look sad, or do I use a mix of red and yellow to give it a softer feel, and then I implement another thing to make it seem sad? You know what I mean? To get that across.
But like in simpler terms, so that's kind of like in simpler terms what you're saying right there. It's kind of the main difference of you're shifting your art a little bit so the viewer will understand it and like it, without actually changing the main message behind it, you know?
Yeah, and some people don't have to change it at all. You know what I mean? It's all about how you want to package it.
And it's there, and you know it's an appeal to the people you want it to appeal to. But the whole idea of packaging your art is just more trying to make it appeal to the people you want it to appeal to.
Yeah, because they only see what you've made. They don't see what you're thinking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I think that was a little bit side tangent off the main thing, but it's good to explain
just my context with where I'm coming from.
Yeah, just so people can really understand where you're coming from with your definition of creativity. Yeah. I have basically the same definition of creativity overall. I don't actually have any caveats with art, like artistic, the big artistic expressions, all that, versus like, you just made up a workaround for your business. I think all of it is creative thinking. All of it. I don't think there's any difference there.
Yeah, I just think that's just where the people that work with the business and are creative within the business don't think that they're creative, even though you are. But because think about it, the stuff that we are not only doing, but that I've just explained, that's the stuff that gets the front page. Along with, like, you search up creativity, you're going to see a painting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're not going to see this large tech innovation. You know what I mean? So people don't think that. But
then also design is up there and like film.
Yeah.
Like shit that people really see as creative. Again, the main difference is...
Because all of it is creative.
So for me, the main difference is the enjoyment you get out of it, right? Like people don't... I think entrepreneurs who genuinely love what they do, they love what they make, see themselves as artists.
Yeah,
but absolutely. I think it's more of the people that don't really like what they do that don't see it as art. That's my definition.
Yeah.
And your definition is more along the lines of that mental disconnect, right?
Yeah, that's what I think it is.
Okay. Yeah. So we both have different definitions, but we're both overall in the same ballpark of we cross over. Actually, not ballpark. We actually do cross over in the section of like everyone is creative. Everyone can be creative. Everyone expresses their creativity.
Yeah. It's just a difference of how you exercise it.
Yeah. And I think it's actually moving on to the next segment kind of quick. Yeah, short segments today. But
we didn't plan this, guys. We didn't plan this.
We planned the segments. We just didn't plan how long they were going to be. So
yeah,
we might be able to knock out all the segments in the first half. Come up with new segments for the second one.
It's pretty good.
Hey, all right, but mainly moving on to the next one. Do you think? Actually, this is a question based off what we were talking about. To move on to the next one.
Okay.
Do you think that the people that they do their little creative stuff at work, but they don't really view it as creative, they don't really enjoy it that much, should they go out and do different stuff that is more enjoyable to express their creativity also? Like, should they pick up painting if they enjoy it? Should they pick up something else if they enjoy it?
I will always be an advocate, and especially in young people, to try as much as you can. Let me tell you something. One of the best pieces of advice that I got in high school. By the way, anyone who says the best piece of advice was to not take advice, I get where you're coming from. It's kind of bullshit though, because listen, one of the best pieces of advice that I ever got throughout high school, it wasn't direct advice, but it was a statement. Keep trying things, because every single thing that you end up not liking, that is one less thing you're going to waste your time on later. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, guys, I've tried not everything under the sun, but I've tried a lot of shit. You know what I mean? And it's like, I know all of those things. I have the clarity of I like them. I can experience them. I just don't actually want to go do it. You know what I mean? And it's like, and it's not always that it's going to be a waste of time if you don't do it now, you do it later in your life. But what, like, I have people that I know specifically that what if they would have found it earlier? You know what I mean? What if they wouldn't have just stopped? Now, we're fortunate. Yeah, right? We're fortunate that we realized really early in life what we wanted. You know what I mean?
You want to do your clothes.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
want to do
yeah.
this,
It's like
making films.
we realized this so young, but most people that you go throughout, and I bring up high school because it is the point where you're like everyone's asking you, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Where are you gonna go next? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you would have done though, and I didn't do clubs in school, you know what I mean? Like, but if you would have done those sports and those clubs and on your own time, like me and Tomas really did more so, just going in our own time that we were interested in stuff, and we just checked it out that way instead of going the school route, right? You don't know if you would have found that. We don't know if we would have found when we stuck,
No,
what we
exactly.
liked, you know what I mean? So it's like I think no matter what age you are,
You should make
always
an
be learning
effort.
something new. Always
Yeah.
be trying something new, you know what I mean? Like be interested and think about it this way as well. As you get older, and we're not older yet, but as you get older, the common thing that I've heard is things get a little boring, right? For certain people. And it's like with every single thing, you have the what do people call it? Like the Goldilocks phase or the honeymoon
The
phase?
Goldilocks
I
phase?
was thinking of something else. The Goldilocks zone is what I was thinking about.
Yeah, because that's
Anyways,
like the perfect.
yeah. But if you're always trying something new out, it's like okay, I've tried three things within the past 3 months. I didn't like them. Now I've hit another one, but I've always been mentally attent because I'm trying these new things. Now I found the fourth thing. Oh, I like this, even if it doesn't stick. Even if it doesn't stick, okay, you've just hit a honeymoon phase. You're just gonna be happier overall as well if you're trying things
I
out. You
think
know
I
what I
think the
mean?
honeymoon phase does hit with almost like every art form you try,
Yeah,
every game, everything you do. There's
everything.
always like a honeymoon phase. You just gotta realize whether or not you want to stick with something after the honeymoon phase. After
Yeah,
you realize that after it's become a routine, do you still want to stick with said thing?
yeah,
And I think that's a really important thing when it comes to actually choosing what art forms you want to delve into. Again, this is more towards the people that don't really have an art form. You are creative. You express it at work, you
yeah,
express it in different ways. But what art forms should you try? You should try a bunch of different things and then eventually just make sure you have the honeymoon phase in mind, right? And then eventually get one where when it becomes a routine and you're not in the honeymoon phase anymore, you still enjoy it. You're still
yeah.
having fun with it. And I think that's actually perfect for the next topic.
I want to say this before we
Wait,
get
wait.
there. What is the worst thing that can happen? I just want to
Oh,
throw
actually,
that out there.
I have advice for this. The worst thing that can happen is you waste your money on equipment and then you don't like it. And that's why I have a method for that. I
Okay.
have a really good method for
I actually
this.
was not thinking about this,
I
but
got
okay.
this from Smosh. Shout out Shane
Shout
from
out,
Smosh.
shout out, Smosh.
So Shane from Smosh,
Right.
he said that when he picks up, he likes picking stuff up, and then later he'll put it down. Like he'll be like,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh, I saw this thing, I want to do it." What he does is he buys the cheapest version that he could possibly buy, like the free trial, whatever, for
Yeah.
the honeymoon phase. And the second he knows it's gonna stick, then he buys the good equipment, the good stuff. So if you want to
Mm-hmm.
paint, you buy the cheapest brushes. You buy watercolors so you can just mix them, make your own colors.
Yeah.
And then you paint on paper, whatever. And then if you keep painting and painting and painting, and then you really realize you like it, then is when you start buying the canvases and
There
the
you
brushes.
go.
It seemed kind of obvious, but like I mean, I bought a guitar and then never learned how to play guitar,
Yeah.
and it's just chilling in my room.
It looks cool though.
It looks cool, but I have no idea how to play guitar. Raymond convinced me. That's why.
Yeah, makes
But
sense.
don't let people convince you to do stuff and then not end up doing it.
Yeah. Yeah. Find some interest in that. But
Something that you like doing.
but I didn't even think about that. That's very good. My thing was just gonna be
Like nothing bad can happen, you know.
I mean, worst case scenario, you picked something up, you learned something new. First and foremost, you learned something new. And now that's just one more thing that you can say you tried out and you had that experience and you just got another, life experience under your belt that
No, exactly.
can
Yeah,
come up later. I tried it, it didn't go as I thought it was gonna go. Cool, on to the next thing. That's fine.
exactly. And if you do my method, you
And you save some money.
you learn something new. Fucking smacked each other. You learn something new, and you didn't even end up wasting a lot of money. You didn't end up wasting a lot of
Yeah.
resources, and now you know, hey, I don't really fuck with this. I'm gonna go do something else.
And that's cool. And that's
So
assuming it even costs money at all. You know what I mean?
you know, fuck with this. So
Okay.
after you've done this whole phase of like, I feel like we're doing this in steps. You know, it's a step process.
Right.
You start off, hey, am I creative? What is creativity? Am I creative? Now
We're getting into it. Now we're doing
You
things.
try a bunch of different art forms,
Yeah.
and then you find your artistic North Star.
Oh man. Dude, but that happens over a long period of time.
But I know, but I'm just saying now that you
That happens like
now
near
that you've
the
tried a
end.
bunch of art forms, I think it's important to say the process of getting there. You try a bunch
Yes.
of art forms. You're like, hey, I tried painting for a week. Nah, didn't really like it. You tried drawing on your tablet animation. You realize animation is really fucking hard, and you're not gonna do that,
Yeah,
right?
animation
You
is.
try, I
Shout
don't
out all the
know,
animators.
playing a few instruments. You don't really like instruments, and then you find out, you see you go here and here, and then you realize you fuck with production. You're a
Mm,
producer. You make songs. We're talking about that because Spotify Wrapped came out, so I had
yeah,
music on the dome,
on the mind
but
piece.
you become a producer, and you're like, hey, I really fuck with this. I like playing around with beats and stuff. When do you know that that's your North Star? Because even though you're producing, you're enjoying it, you're probably still gonna maybe do something else on the side, something else here. Maybe you realize, hey, I actually did enjoy drawing a little bit, so I'm gonna draw on the side. But I really fuck with producing. When do you go from I fuck with producing to like this is it? I want to be a producer.
When I brought up North Star, I was thinking completely different.
Or I was thinking like your thing, like you're like this is what's gonna guide me to get there.
Nah, I was
Yeah.
thinking after you cemented yourself, this is what guides
Mm.
me as a creative. This is what makes me memorable. This is what makes me in my creative.
Mm.
That's why I was like, this could come later for sure.
I was thinking about it more like in the sense of you find the art that you want to go to.
No, I like that. I like that. I want to talk about that as
You see
well.
the North Star, you want to go to it because it's like guiding you. It's in the sky. It's always there. It's your art form that you're always going to go back to. You're always gonna no matter
That's
what
an
happens.
interesting
We can
question.
answer both. Honestly, we can do that
No,
one
I
and
want
one
to do
after
both.
that.
I want to do
So,
both.
do you want to change mine or yours?
I want to do yours
But
first.
what do you want to call mine? If we're gonna call yours the North Star, what do you call mine?
I feel like it's like you're settling down. Like
Your path.
yeah, like you found camp. This is what it is, and now you're just ready to run the route. You know what
Okay.
I mean?
Is that what we're gonna call mine? Running the route.
Run it. I like that.
Hey.
Running the route.
Alright, so when you find your art form, wait, how does that even make sense? I thought for a second, I was like, this makes sense.
What? Running the route?
No, because you found your art form, and where do you go from there? Where do you make the jump from like, hey, I like doing this is my favorite piece of like self-expression to like, I love doing this. I want to actually like continue to do this for a long time. This might even be a career path for me.
Oh,
How
okay,
do you
okay,
make that
okay.
jump? When do you make that jump?
I feel like the best thing we can do here, man, is like anecdote
Anecdote.
because it's
When
kind of
did you
like
realize that clothes? You didn't just want to make clothes for your homies. You want to like be like a guy who a designer. I was like, be a guy that makes clothes. What am I talking
yeah.
about? Be a designer. My bad, yo. It's late at night. I'm gonna stumble on my words a little bit. You want to be a
um,
designer. When did you realize that?
it was definitely like I mean when it became real,
Yeah.
right? And I was like, this is just what it is. Was high school, right? So like, cause ever since middle school, I like clothes and shoes specifically, and then I got into clothes, right? And then early high school, like I would think about a bunch of stuff, right? So originally, everyone wants to be a vet. I want to be a veterinarian. I liked math early, but then I kind of grew out of it and I grew into science, right? So the things that I was juggling, the career choices that I was juggling business because I've just always enjoyed business and I still do. Hence why I'm in the business,
In
a
the business.
program.
I'm in the business.
I'm in the business
What do you for
program.
work? I do business.
I
I work.
do business.
Where do you do your business? In the business building.
Every businessman ever.
It's like, what's the address? 123 business building.
123 business building.
I saw
Um,
that. I saw that once.
you saw that once?
There was a meme. There was a meme. There was a hospital. It was really called the medical building, and the address is 1, 2, 3, 4.
No,
That sounds
bro.
like like a skit. Like imagine like, yeah, I'm a doctor. Where do you work? At the medical building. What's the address? 1, 2, 3, 4. I can look it up. I can look it up for you on the halftime
This
break.
is bad. This is
Throw it
bad.
up on screen if I find
This is
it.
bad. This is bad.
If
This
I
is
find
bad.
it. Get to it. Get back to it.
Listen,
High school.
high school, then I think it was like 10th grade, and I was in chemistry class. And at this point, I was juggling the idea of fashion. Like I kind of, I already knew I wanted to do it. I just didn't know how to do it because I didn't know too much about the world yet. You know what I mean? So it's like I was like, all right, I like chemistry. I really enjoy chemistry. That was an option.
I'm
Um,
gonna
I enjoy
blow up clothes.
I enjoy business. That was definitely an option. And then I like clothes. And then I don't remember what was the turning point. I don't remember what day it was, but it was somewhere in between my freshman and sophomore year. I think it might have been early sophomore year that I was like, this is it. Like this is it. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing.
Yeah, you were like, and you told your grandma was like, no.
Nah, she didn't say that.
No, you're not going to college.
Family is that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah.
But basically the
Support your people.
yeah, support your people,
We've been supported.
or not,
So.
but you just support them. But
Support your
basically,
people.
when I found out I wanted to do clothes, and this is why I say it's anecdotal, because it's hard. It's like, can you really describe what love is? It's like, when people say my career choice was my first love, like genuinely, that is how I could describe it. That's the best way I could describe it. It's like nothing.
Holy
I'll,
shit.
I'll explain to you the feeling. Nothing made me feel. I don't remember what it was, right? I don't remember what it was or whatever, but nothing made me feel as complete as fashion and art. You know what I mean? Like I would sit there and it's like, oh my god, I think we brought this up.
You're describing this shit so like on the like I. Oh man,
You
I know
remember
exactly what you mean. I feel the exact.
it's hard to describe, but how I can visualize it is, do you remember the episode we were talking about Jake reaching peak enlightenment?
That's what it feels
Everything's
like.
just golden.
That's what it feels like to like.
It's like, and I remember how I felt inside. It's like
Yeah.
people say, oh, like I got butterflies or whatever. Nah, bro. Imagine like volcano, just everything's on fire. Like your whole body's on fire.
This is like you're hitting the nail.
Like that's how I felt. Like my whole body was on fire.
That's exactly how I feel. Like you're hitting the nail. Like I'm smiling. I'm like, damn, that's
like,
actually. Really good.
I don't remember what it was that I saw or what I did. But then I don't remember what day it was or anything. But at that moment, I was like, this is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do, and there's no way anyone's changing my mind. And I still got questions to this. I still got questions to this day. People asking me, "Is the clothes still lit? Is the clothes?" Yes.
It's always gonna be it.
Yes. I don't talk about it nearly as much now, just because I have other shit going on, because I'm in the midst of building the empire.
We got a
but
podcast
yes,
right now.
we've got shit to do.
We got other shit going on.
We got shit to do, but this is what it is.
So
everyone more than
out
anything.
there, if you ever, this should be the first clip you do for the Instagram for your own sake. If you ever want to ask Derrick if he's still doing the clothes thing, the answer is yes. The answer is always gonna be yes.
Yes. We're gonna go to you want to know actually some interesting one. The very first thing that like phrase that I came up with to always kind of like empower myself was front runner. Like be the front runner. Like be the leading driving force that's gonna push everything forward. And then that kind of like snowballed into like what I got going on today. That like my personality, I'm kind of like fuck everybody else. I'm the hottest.
Yep.
I'm gonna do my own thing. Like you know what I mean?
Miles
like,
Morales.
so it's like, but it all started with that. It all started with it was like, I'm gonna be the face of this. I'm gonna be the best at this, and I'm gonna fucking do everything that everyone wishes they could do.
I'm not gonna lie, I was smiling that whole time because I never ever heard anyone describe it the way you described it, and that's exactly how I've always felt. Not really about film, more about content creation in general.
Okay.
I've always I don't think I ever remember a point in my life where I didn't want to do YouTube.
Okay.
Like genuinely, like you could ask me at any point in my life what did I want to do when I grew up, and the answer was either I didn't have an answer because I didn't know how to speak yet, or YouTube.
Right.
That's the only things I've ever said. And then at high school there was like a little weird period where I was like, well, I guess I should get a real job, And then
see, that was never on my mind. I had interest, but that was never like I want to work a 9 to 5.
I had a lot of people like, hey, you should do this, you should do that. YouTube isn't a realistic thing. YouTube isn't that. But like the older I've gotten, the more I'm like, I really want to do this YouTube shit. And if I don't do this YouTube shit, I really don't want to do anything else.
That is exactly what I said to my grandma one day. I was like and I'll give you even another step forward of like the drive is like, a lot of people say like I'm not scared to die, right? Or I am scared to die, right? Or like all these crazy things, and it's like they don't really understand the like the gravity of it. I'll say not the concepts, but the gravity of it.
Yeah.
It's like I sat down at 15 years old, right? We don't know shit about the world. And the one of the most real, raw, honest things I've ever said in my life was, yo, if I'm not doing something that I don't want to do, being art and fashion, at 15 years old, I was like, I would rather actually just not exist. There's no way in fuck
I can see
that I'm not going to be doing what I'm going to be doing, what I want to be doing.
Mainly, like, I don't want to really get into it that much. I do because it's a really good topic, but I feel bad because the whole point of this episode was kind of like, hey, if you're not creative, but now we're really alienating the people who are not really into anything that much.
See, I don't know. I've always thought the opposite.
For my craft, and then they're like, I don't even know if I want to do anything right now. but like no, genuinely.
You know, I sorry to hit you up, but I'm not gonna like going into this. I was gonna tell you, I was like, I'm gonna have some takes that are like
You can have them.
things.
You can have them, but let's not
Cause
try
like
and
I look at it from an
alienate.
interesting
Let's
way.
not try and alienate the viewers at home.
Because
Listen,
to me, this feels like I'm like if I was watching this, I
mm,
would feel encouraged, not alienated.
you don't want to. You don't gotta feel like how we feel about our crafts and love
Mm-mm.
them for as long as we've had to want to do it. If
Yeah.
you like, let me play this. This isn't a feeling that you get when you're a little kid and that's it. Boom. That's the rest of your life. You could be a 40-year-old man. I actually have a story. I don't remember this story perfectly. My dad told me this a long time ago. Someone in my dad's family picked up judo when he was, I think it was judo when he was 40, and eventually became like a champion in his area.
Oh, like really nice.
Like really nice. He won titles.
Okay.
Real nice in judo, and he picked it up when he was 40.
Yeah, bro.
Like you could pick this stuff at any time. I just want to throw that caveat in before I get into like how
Yeah.
weird I am with YouTube. I am weirdly connected with wanting to do content creation. My inner monologue in my head. Wait, what was up?
I just thought
Yeah.
it was like chronically online personified.
No, I'm not. Well, I'm not actually trying to film.
No. I know,
Yeah.
but it's like as a child, you're like, yo, like I out the womb, and then YouTube was just like, I do want to do it.
Well, it's because we're
That's like
jits.
all it is.
It's
No,
'cause
I
we're
know,
jits.
but
No, it's because I genuinely like didn't have any thought. I don't understand people who are like at 5 years old, at 6 years old. Like at 5 years old, I wasn't thinking about what I wanted to do in the future.
no,
I
nobody
was,
is. Not
but
even in
like,
middle school, I was like, I don't know what I want to be. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna be.
I didn't think about anything. I didn't even have a thought about what I wanted to do at all until I was like, shit, like 8 years old, and I watched Venos videos, and I was like,
Okay.
oh, this is what I want to do. The older I've gotten, the more I realize that like that's not even the content I want to do. As a kid, playing GTA with your friends all day, but like
Obviously.
the older I've gotten, the more I'm like, I just want to create content, and I think my biggest barrier for creating content outside of this podcast so far has really been I want to do something that's very fulfilling, and every time I'm like, I'll make these kind of videos, and I'm like, oh, I don't actually know if I'll feel fulfilled doing those videos.
Right.
So not,
Like the satisfaction
I
of
keep
it, yeah.
pivoting and pivoting and pivoting. But let me get to the way I feel about YouTube. I am oddly connected with YouTube in the way of like my inner monologue in my head is like as if I'm talking to an audience,
Okay.
like YouTuber
Okay.
talking to the
Yeah.
camera. That's the inner monologue in my head. Like I'm really with this shit.
Right.
Like that's why I always say it's really something I've always wanted to do. It's something that's so intertwined with who I am as a person. I can't do anything else. If I was doing anything else, I'd genuinely be unhappy. I wouldn't be able to like
Function.
I wouldn't be able to function properly if that wasn't the job that I was doing. And it's also I don't view it in a superficial way. I think you and me are in two fields where a lot of people use it to get money. They see it in very, very superficial
Yeah.
ways. You got the
Abuse it.
1,001% polyester clothes
Yeah,
made in
bro.
China. You've got the fucking Jack Dohertys of the world. I don't even know how to pronounce that loser's last name.
Didn't he just get arrested?
Yeah, he's a fucking loser.
I actually don't know what he does.
Those people who like
He's a nobody.
really want to use internet just for clout and make money. I don't even really care. I care about the money because I want to be well off, but I don't even care that much about the money. I care more about just
Yeah.
being able to create content that I'm proud of and that people watch. I want to genuinely make videos that make me happy to watch
Yes.
and others. Like I
Yeah.
genuinely like I care so much about the quality of the videos.
Have you ever
I
thought about how you would feel seeing someone watch your video in public,
I'd be so happy.
or like just seeing someone watching your video?
I'd be more happy about that than I would be about like numbers and like.
Me too.
I-
The
I-
first
I
thought that I
just-
ever had when it came to fashion was if I was walking down the street and I saw somebody wearing something that I made.
You'd be happy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Shout
like
out-
I might even walk up to them and be like,
Shout out
Thank you.
Badson who clicks. Shout out Badson clicks on all our podcasts and just sees us with the fucking drip on every episode.
facts.
We love Badson. Love House of Airs.
Love
Love
all
Kid
y'all.
Super. Love PDF channel. Gotta be specific because PDF
So-
can mean something else too.
Yeah.
Chill.
Not the file. Not the
Not
file.
the files.
Not the
Never
files.
them. Never terrible people. Not the Epsteins. So, PDF channel. We love all y'all designers. We love what y'all make. Holy shit. We love what y'all make. We love what y'all do. Just keep creating, man. But back to what I was saying about YouTube. Like, the best way I could explain it is I don't see it as like a numbers game. I enjoy hitting numbers. It makes you feel appreciated.
Yeah.
I'm not in the numbers game. I'm not even really in the money game. I'm more in the am I proud of this game? Like legacy. Like I can put this on and be like I'm enjoying this. And that's also when I got into film. Because I was
Okay.
like, what is the next level of YouTube? What is the next level of making content? Making films.
Yeah.
That is like the hot for me. That's like I make my YouTube videos. I'm very proud of them. And then if I have the resources to make movies, which are like even higher, even more expensive, even more moving parts to it, even more everything. Is just like that's what I want to do.
The ultimate challenge,
The
the
only
pinnacle of
yeah,
creation.
like the high
Content.
like for me, right? When it comes to making videos, film is the highest form of that.
Yeah.
And that's also why I love my little pretentious, like films. Because it's
Yeah.
like you really tried hard to do something here. And I can
Yeah.
respect that. Obviously, I love my romance and my comedy movies and all them. But if you really try and do something with your,
The
I know,
things that I notoriously hated on
on
last
last
episode.
episode, yeah, and I did too a little bit. But listen, if you want to, those films can be good too. It sounds crazy. Those films can be good
It can
too.
be alright. I
It can be all right, I
mean,
get.
yeah.
No, but like I just really like when films try and do something because it means you see it the way I see it. You're trying to do what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
When I make YouTube videos, because I don't see this podcast as like making YouTube videos. This,
Okay.
this is more like us sitting down talking. I try and make it as high quality as I can, but this is more get thoughts out, talk
I
to the
agree.
audience.
I agree.
But when I make videos, I want to make like documentary style videos. I want to make like shit where I have to research it and then I have to edit it, highly edited, highly researched. I'm educating you on a topic that I spent months researching. Like it's genuinely something that takes effort, something that's hard,
Yeah.
you know? And that whole idea kind of divorces me from the content creators who I'm going to film myself throwing a banana peel in someone's face. Like it really divorces me from those kind of
Yeah.
people.
I mean, everyone just abuses it. You know what I mean?
And you want to make clothes that actually means something, that actually does something, that actually pushes fashion in a direction that you want it to move in, automatically divorces you from the 110 polyester shirts.
I hate it.
You
I
know what I
hate it.
mean?
I'm gonna tell y'all, bro. My whole fucking family, I've been trying to push them in the direction, right? But like, see, and I get it, right? As an
Episode 2
adult,
of him hitting on his family, by the way.
as an adult, right? Like, yes, prices matter, bro. But like Timu, like yo, Timu. I'm listen. I'm no saint. When I was like in ninth grade, I bought from Timo too, bro. Like I bought from
No,
Timu.
yeah, fuck Timu.
Like,
On a real level, fuck
but
Timu.
bro, fuck Timu
Fuck Sheen.
all the way. Fuck Shein. Oh no, sorry. Shein. I bought off Shein. I never bought off Timu. I bought off Shein. Fuck Shein too. I hate it. Shein, Shine, Shane. Fuck you.
Fuck
All
you,
right.
Sheen. Fuck you, Shine. Fuck you,
Yeah,
Shane.
yeah, all of you. Fuck
Fuck off.
y'all.
Yeah.
But it's like that has fucked everything all the way up. Designers, not designers, TikTok designers, right? That don't actually care about anything. That you said that look at it for the money. And listen, I have no problem being in it for the money, right? I have no
Yeah.
problem. I have a problem when you're in it for the money and you don't care about it,
You cut all
right?
these fucking corners.
And then not only are you cutting
Yeah.
corners, but you're saying, I'm a designer. I do this. You're a businessman, and that's fine. That's a skill, and that's good, and get your money, and that's cool,
And
bro.
you know
That's
what?
cool.
It-
You're not a designer. You're not an artist, bro. You're a
Back to the
businessman.
creativity, though, real quick. They think they're in the creative field of making art. They're in the creative field of
making
scamming
art.
people.
Well, and scamming them. Yeah, that's
Yeah, you're a fucking scam artist. That's
Yeah.
your creative field. Like again, Jack Doherty. He's just so easy to point at and laugh. Everyone
I don't know.
hates
What
him.
does he even do?
So he'll walk up to people and he'll try and fight them. And then he's 5'3", by the way. I'm not exaggerating.
He looks pretty short.
So he'll go up to people, grown men, and try and aggravate them. And then when they get
rile them
mad,
up.
his 6'3", 400-pound bodyguard steps between them, and then he starts laughing at them from behind his bodyguard. I'm serious. That's the content he made. So he was a professional bitch.
You know what?
Who never wanted smoke.
Yeah, fact. When you put it that way, he should have been in jail a long time
And
ago.
then after that, he switched over to being an OnlyFans manager, where he would manage OnlyFans girls. Yeah.
By the way,
By the way,
just to throw this out there,
Yeah.
what he was doing was literally assault. Assault isn't putting your hands on someone. It's providing a
if you
threat.
aggravate someone,
Yeah, aggravate. You're providing a threat. That's literally assault.
So-
And this guy just got arrested.
No, he was doing all that stuff. And by the way, I found all this out because of shout out for the 1000th time, Moist Critical. Shout out Charlie.
The goat,
Made an
bruh.
amazing.
The fucking goat.
He made an amazing video.
Show up.
In the video, he pulled up a 12-year-old photo of Jack Doherty because Jack Doherty got invited to do a video with Charlie at one of the Tampa police departments when he was 14 years old. And so Charlie had an anecdotal story about meeting Jack Doherty.
Oh.
And he said that even when Jack Doherty was a little jit, 12, 13,
Was he the same?
He was an asshole. He was the same. Charlie didn't even know who he was, and he cut him from the video. Every scene he could in the video,
Entitled.
he cut the guy out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So shout out Charlie once again, giving
The
us
goat.
great info, great research.
This tall, by the way. Still.
This tall,
This tall,
but
still.
this tall in our minds. in our hearts.
In our hearts.
In our hearts, he's 6'3". In real life, he's 5'3". But no, Jack Doherty, heart, mind, everywhere, he's 5'3".
Yeah, he's
He
5'3".
get away from it. But these content creators like a Jack Doherty who just they do it for the money. You know how money driven you have to be to pivot from being a bitch in pranks to being an OnlyFans manager to like streaming. Like you are literally money hungry.
Yeah.
And when you again, he's not in the business. He's not in the art form of creating content. He's in the art form of being a
bitch.
businessman and being a bitch.
And
both
a
of those.
bitch.
That's what he's in. He pretends to be in the field of content creation, and that's where we get the problem. Especially when you get to like poorly researched videos, which we don't do our research all the time on this podcast. But,
It happens.
But that's why I always
part of the charm.
that's why I always preface we're a podcast, and we don't come here to tell y'all how it is. We come here to tell y'all what me and Derrick know, what we don't know.
What we be thinking from time to time.
It's not. But if we were to make an educational video where we actually want to tell y'all about something, heavily researched, heavily everything, because you need your videos to be at that level.
Their quality.
A lot of YouTubers will cut corners, and then you watch your videos and all the comments like, yeah, you just lied in this part, you lied in that part. And this is what gives them a bad name to people like me who want to create content. And then the Shein team will give a bad name to people like you. TikTok Shop gives a bad name to people like you.
Y'all are taking up the spots for those of us that really love it, like really are doing it. You know, Tyler talked about it in an interview. It's like, bro, y'all are really taking up a spot for the next kid that really has that drive, that really loves the art, and that really is going to go far with it.
It's a long side tangent.
You think so?
Yeah, it's a really long side tangent. Let's get back into it. Actually, we can connect this back really well.
This feels so real.
This does feel so real. It's just I'm so passionate about people who try and besmirch the good name of content creation.
You're right. This was a side tangent. That's how raw it felt.
No, very real, very real. Not raw. Very real. But getting back to it, you know what? Again, we're gonna get back to it properly. Y'all at home, don't let these people dissuade you from doing any of these things. Don't let these cloud chasers stop you from making YouTube if that's what you want to do. Don't let Shein and Temu stop you from making clothes if that's what you want to do. When you're trying to find what you really want to do, your art form, don't let bad actors ruin it.
And they won't as long as you have authenticity.
No, because sometimes they do. You think, oh, that's cringe. I don't want to be cringe. I don't want to be a cringe.
Well, yes, generally.
Don't let that happen to you. Never let that happen to you. I think this is a good time to take a break.
That's good. I don't even know how long we've been recording.
I don't know, but we'll be back. We're starting for kind of side tangenting a little bit there.
It's all about love, man.
But we're just very passionate on this topic.
Yes.
Honestly, we're gonna have a hate episode at one point because I'm like full of hate for people.
It's okay. Listen, that's an emotion.
It's an emotion. I genuinely I'm so upset at people who try and ruin the good.
You just gotta hate on the right people.
Yeah, no. If someone makes a mistake, don't hate on them. Jack Doherty did not make a mistake. He's made continuous. I just don't like people that ruin the names of certain art forms.
And I think they're gonna agree.
If
you're here for a reason.
You're here for a reason, and don't. Again, just before we go on break, don't let anyone dissuade you. When you finally find your art form, don't let anyone tell you, oh, it's cringe because blank and blank and blank. Actually do what you want to do. Listen, if you want to make music in a genre and they tell you, oh, that genre is cringe because this artist is cringe, don't.
I'm not the artist. It's not me.
Exactly. Don't let them influence you. Oh, you want to be a rapper, but Dax is a rapper. Don't be Dax.
Penelope.
Let's look at the recipe.
Yo, stop. He's tough. He's tough.
He's so tough.
Yo, Dax, man. Listen.
Bro.
It's Dax.
We'll be back.
We are back and stuffed.
Had some food. It was nice.
Super stuffed.
We usually eat on our breaks now.
Yeah. This has become like a thing.
We take our break, we eat like dinner, lunch, whatever time it is of the day. You know, it's good. It's good.
Yeah, it's very good. We kind of like we recalibrate, lock in. Yeah, we check up on the world because in here, guys, when we're recording,
we're locked.
It's just these four walls.
That's it. Yeah, we're not on our phones unless we're checking first looking stuff up. Yeah, we're not scrolling. We don't got news in here.
We don't know if, the sun could explode in 2 minutes.
Yep.
And in the couple minutes that it takes for it to reach us, we don't know what the fuck is going on.
We have a blackout curtain there. Basically a blackout curtain right here. We are trapped. This room is like a,
our little dome.
Yeah. It's bad, especially for us. We're trapped on the couch when we're filming, basically.
Yeah.
Like y'all, the camera's far.
Yeah.
Like yo, we're trapped on this couch, and what y'all see. It's funny because most podcasts you like zoom out and like you show them the studio and there's
Yeah, it
so
had like
much
a whole
stuff.
room,
Yeah,
like
like
yeah.
our stuff is what's on frame. Outside of frame, there's just a closet.
Yeah. That's literally it.
That's literally
That's
it.
literally it.
Like, we got a table right here that has like our filming equipment. Like it's not it's a small room.
It's a small room.
It's a very small room.
But
Very small room for a big
for a
podcast.
big movement.
Big maneuvers.
Anyways,
Yep.
we're
Our
back.
latency's gotten worse.
We ate. You think so? Listen, let's not even.
Let's not even worry about that.
We're back. We ate, guys, and we talked. And we've got some pretty strong segments. First one is
We got real off topic at the
what
end of the last one, but
does
it was enjoyable.
kind of I mean, yeah.
It was
I
enjoyable
guess.
though,
It
even
was
though we were off
good.
topic. I had fun talking shit about Jack Doherty and Sheen. But now we're live. We're back on the topic.
We're gonna start it off with what does creativity? Is that what it said? I'm trying to
No,
remember
it
it
was the North
verbatim.
Star. I think we started with the North Star.
No. We started with the other one because that's the last one.
You want to start with what value does creativity bring to your life?
Yeah, or should we do it backwards?
I think we should do backwards.
You think so?
Yeah.
Alright. Creative North Star.
Creative North Star.
The real thing this
the
time.
real meaning, because I misinterpreted what Derrick meant.
See if I remember what I meant. Yeah, man. I was thinking when you are cemented in what you're doing and what you like doing and you have a vision,
Yeah.
right? When you get into that phase where you start individualizing everything, you know what I mean? And there's something that is very distinct
The
about
shit
you.
that differentiates you from everyone else in
Exactly.
the field.
That makes you very distinct. And but not only that, but also it's kind of like what keeps you going in this direction. You know what I mean? It's like every single project that you have, this is intertwined in it.
So, like the bubbles on the oxygen collection for Badson.
You could say that. For how I'm looking at it is more of like as a designer.
Okay, so more of the aesthetic House of Errors puts up.
Like
They're
exactly,
always
right?
like
So
the
like
European football knitwear
exactly.
inspired.
And it could just be that they like football, or it could be a whole different, like
But
deeper
the
meaning.
whole brand is kind of like European centered.
Yeah. So like
Very
that's
like
something, right?
European culture, but also like kind of comfortable. They do these commercials in I don't know if you've seen them. They've been popping up on my feed a lot, where it's like they're in the mountains, and the dude has got the goalie glove and it's a goal on the mountains.
Yeah.
That whole ad feels like comfortable.
Yeah.
The same way that all their clothes looks comfortable. It's just a comfortable feeling brand.
Yeah,
But it also has
exactly.
a very specific identity, being like very European, very football, very like it delves into that culture. It's very
Exactly.
English.
So there's like two lenses to it, right?
Yeah.
So it's like you look at the brand and what consistencies they have, and then even like past that, right? You go into
What
the
drives them.
designer.
Yeah.
And when you look at the designer, then I'm thinking like everything that they have ever made, this thing is what makes you know this designer made it. And this could be something very distinct that they do physically. This could be something that has to do with their process, right? So obviously we can't speak. We don't know
Yeah.
what it is for all these people, right? We can like point out logos and point out little distinct things that different brands
I
do.
got
But
an
as far as
example,
the
actually.
designers, it could be anything, right?
I've got
So
an
I just
example.
want to see like what that was for you.
For me, I'm gonna start with an example, right? Because I don't
Okay.
think either of us have one yet. Because we're not
Okay.
actually like
I agree.
So I'm gonna bring it back to something I've been watching a lot recently, those urban exploration videos, right? There's a whole channel called Defunct Land. Shout out Defunct Land. And the whole idea, their logo is like the Disney D.
Okay.
It's Defunct Land. And the whole idea is that he makes videos based around theme park rides, theme park attractions, like that kind of idea that doesn't exist anymore. And
Okay.
why they went bankrupt, why they were bad ideas, why they sucked, why they were great but went bankrupt, why the viewers weren't there, what happened to them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's really carved out a niche, right? That's a very niche kind of video.
Right.
He has like 2 million subs. Does millions of
Damn.
views per video, and he does this one. He's very much in his lane. I can pull him up to show you. He's very much in his lane. Like he does what he does, not really branching out too much, and that's what separates him. When you're like, hey, I want to watch a video of someone miserably fail, right? Like I'm tired of these big companies that are always getting what they want. You go to Defunctland, right? There are 2 million subscribers, and that's his niche. And the videos are very well made, and I would say he is very much in the documentary genre,
Yeah,
right?
these are long videos.
He's very much in the documentary genre, and he's carved his niche there. You know, you want to watch a documentary about anything Disney related that didn't go well, he's there for you. Now, do we think he's a Disney historian? No, he's a
Hmm.
documentary content creator. But that's his niche within documentary content creators.
I think that's dope, and I think that's something that
That's a very simple niche. There's other guys that have more
yeah.
complex, but this is a very simple niche to see.
I think you brought that up. This is
Yeah,
slightly off topic, but it has to do with like general.
yeah.
This is just my personal experience with it. Like, and I've mentioned it like somewhat before, but like when it comes to being niche and being in your own lane, it wasn't until like way later that I figured that like you could either be really good and people just say you're really good, or you're like amazing at this one thing. And I had a moment at one point where I was
Yeah.
like,
I have a
I
content
was
creation example.
yeah, I was like, where do I sit here? You know what I mean? And what do
Where
I
do you
like?
want to
Where do I
sit?
want to
Where
sit?
do you want to sit here?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, I just want to be really fucking good at what I do.
Like you don't want there to be this is your
Like I
identity.
don't I don't I don't need to
You
be
don't
this or
you don't need to
that.
cover a niche. You just want to be the goat.
No, no, no. Well, okay.
Like
That's an
I
interesting way
got
to
an
put it.
example. I got an example. So I just showed you Defunctland. He makes those very specific videos. You go to him for that very specific topic, right?
Mm-hmm.
On the other side of the spectrum, not really a documentary YouTuber, but you got Corey Kenshin.
Okay.
Corey makes gaming videos.
Right.
That is so like broad. Like everyone makes gaming videos, you know? You can go literally anywhere to anyone to watch a gaming video. Yeah, for some reason, Corey does the numbers. Even when he disappears for months, even when he's unreliable to upload like consistently. Like there's so many not so many. There's a few big negative qualities that you're like, oh, he shouldn't be successful.
But
Yeah,
he's
he is
uber successful.
probably like views wise, he's one of the most successful gamers to this day. Because
Yeah.
a lot of the guys that like PewDiePie's basically retired. Jack does a little bit of mix of gaming and other like real life stuff.
Yeah.
Mark also big mix of real life and gaming stuff. Corey's still just gaming and he does ridiculous views. Why? Because he is so
Yeah.
entertaining. You're not
He's
there.
so good at
You're
it.
not there to watch the game. You're not even there to watch him play the game. You're there because Corey is the GOAT. You're there
Yeah.
to watch Corey.
Yeah.
And do you want to be more like Corey? Because let me play this. What Defunctland does, I've been watching his videos more than I'm a huge fan of Corey. And I've been watching more of his videos recently than Corey's videos. Because I've been real fucking interested in this niche recently, you know?
Yeah.
So he does his niche so well. There's another guy in the same genre. It's called like Bright Side Films. I'm looking it up so I can be correct because I don't want to, you know. It's Bright Sun Films, right? It says I watch the videos. They're all like same idea, like abandoned Disney parks, abandoned Disney
That was
rides,
cool.
abandoned. He talked about one of my favorite ones was this park in Japan that was a Disney knockoff, and then
Oh
when
wait,
Disney,
Discovery Island, is that what you were talking about earlier?
that's the go. I watched that video. That video is so.
That's fire.
He also made a video about like urban exploration in general.
Okay.
Our Lancey's really bad.
Huh?
Our Lancey's was really bad right there.
We just gotta
We just gotta go through it. New camera struggles, guys. New
bear
camera
with us
struggles.
for now.
It might look perfectly fine in the recording, but like what we're seeing right now is so delayed.
Yeah. We just hope and pray.
We hope and pray.
Anyways.
But yeah, the niche is just so good that I've just been in it. I've been watching all these videos. I haven't been watching as much Corey as I used to sometimes, you know? Like the last month I was watching hella Corey and then I got into this niche and I've been, you know, very much in this.
Yeah.
But you know, Corey's still the GOAT, man. Corey's still tough. Corey still makes what he makes. So would you rather be the GOAT of a niche or just really good people come watch you overall?
I
And
feel
obviously
like
I'm not comparing because Corey does more numbers and stuff, but like I'm talking about the idea.
right. I feel like
Specialist.
I'm somewhere in between, and I'll tell y'all where that comes from. Listen, I'm gonna do it again. Drake, right? He was one of those guys, right, that was a big influence in my definition of greatness, right? And because of how I look at that, and it's like the reach that you have, and the reach that you can have, and what you can do with that. You know what I mean? It's like in that sense, I want to be widely recognized. I
You want to be
want
the next Drake
nah
in the sense of
nah.
like, in the sense of like, you don't really go for Drake for a specific sound. You're just trying to listen to some Drake.
I mean, no, I have my specific reasons for why I listen to Drake,
Yeah,
but
but
I'm saying though,
yeah,
like, bro, Drake does all the numbers. Drake gets all the buzz. Drake, people say he's the GOAT. Like people say he's the GOAT, and music is a
the
little
good of
different.
what though?
He's just the GOAT hip hop artist because
Oh,
he's done the most numbers. You know what I'm saying? And it gets a little iffy because it depends, right? Like to me, like we were saying earlier about seeing someone watching your videos or wearing my clothes. It's like having someone sing the lyrics to your song. That's their version of that. But it's like I feel like
no,
I'm
I feel like their version of that is hearing it on the radio.
no, that's different. That's success. That's like success. Like that's
You seen
that
the
for
video of Tyler
you.
crying because when the first time he heard his one of his songs on the radio,
Nah.
it was See You Again.
Nah, but that's
Because
like that's
he was like
different. That's
blacklisted and
success,
stuff. Yeah.
right?
Okay, I
But
gotta be more that than just like someone singing it. Because how often do you actually think they hear people sing their lyrics? Like you think singing online or singing in person?
either one, either one.
Okay, either one. Yeah. Okay, maybe,
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah, yeah.
Because how often do you think Drake walking down the street and he hears someone? He's like,
Nah,
"Oh,
nah,
that's
nah,
my
nah, nah. People don't
song."
be doing
That
that.
don't happen. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
Seen a Disney movie.
but yeah, I want to be in between, and I mean, I guess time will really only tell because the thing is like when you look at like Kobe, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, bro, Braun got it, Jordan got it, but it's like you look at Kobe, you're like, he was a dog.
He got
Like
it for real.
this guy is addicted to his craft, and this guy knows his craft inside and
He's
out.
actually
You
got
know what
it.
I mean? And when you look at someone like Drake, where it's like, yes, he's addicted to his craft, but he covered so many bases, right? It's like to keep it on music, right? You look at someone like Drake, and then you look at someone like Black Thought, like something like that. He's like an older, super lyricist.
Yeah,
You know what I
he
mean?
might be more respected.
And it's like I'm in between. I really am because I want the name and I want the pull for all because on one side of me, I want that because one, it's part of my definition of greatness, but because my definition of greatness also includes pushing the message and being able to have that pull and being a force within the industry and being recognized in the game. But on the other side of things, I just really want people to know, like, and I've already been convinced, and I'm gonna probably stay convinced for the rest of my life, and I'm okay with this, that people are never really gonna understand how addicted you are to something, and how much of a dog, and like how and much it's ingrained in you. Like I've tried to, the only people that I even remotely resonate with that is like with in that sense is you and like maybe two other people max. You know what I mean? Maybe, maybe because people aren't gonna get it. Like even my girl, like I was talking to her, and it's like I've brought this up plenty of times, and you can never really understand when someone really has that feeling, like that feeling that we were talking about early in the episode, and how addicted they are to that. You know what I mean? And like that passion. So it's like that's
Mm.
fine, but I do want people to recognize that I'm a dog.
I was about to say, I was thinking, I'm like, he's just really self-blazing right now. Like, this
Nah, nah,
like,
nah.
like
But
it feels like people don't
like
understand me because I'm tough. Like what?
no, but it's not about being good or tough or nothing. It's just about being dedicated. Like
Yeah, but
like the dedication
people,
to
you
it.
know,
And no
people
one
are gonna
questions.
understand that,
No
right?
one questions how many people genuinely understand Kobe Bryant's
A lot
mentality.
more people than you think.
How many? No, but how many people genuinely understand and can relate to Kobe Bryant's mentality? They understand how he feels.
I think a lot more people than you think.
I don't think so.
It's just
If
like
that were the
it's
case,
just.
more people would be like Kobe.
I think a good amount of people are like Kobe.
I don't think so.
If no one was like Kobe, then we wouldn't have good people in basically every field of work.
Yeah, but how many people are at the top of their
You
work?
want to talk about percentages, maybe it's lower, but you want to talk about actual like how many people? It's a lot of fucking people. There's a lot of fucking people on this planet.
Yeah.
There's a lot of successful people on this planet. If you
If
want,
we're looking at just straight
if you
numbers,
want to talk about percentage, sure, but we're talking about people buying clothes. We're talking about people understanding what you want to do with your business. A lot of fucking people on this planet.
you think
Oh,
more people buy Shein or more people buy Louis?
I don't think Louis is a good example because a lot of people do buy Louis anyways. I think a better example would be something like a House of Airs.
What do you mean?
Do more people buy Sheen or House of Airs?
Shein.
Because Louis is just like out of people's price ranges.
House of Airs is also very expensive for a lot of
Yeah, no,
people.
but Louis is like out of people's price ranges.
Fair,
House of
but
Airs is
but how
like
many? How many people do you really think can afford House of Airs just copying how we do?
I
Not that
think
we're rich, we're broke college students,
I
guys.
think a good amount of hold
We're
on.
broke.
If we're talking about real deal like working
Most
adults,
adults don't
don't
buy
got that.
clothing that expensive.
No, they
Yeah,
don't got that because well the economy's in a bad place right now anyways. But
it's actually not. We're not in a recession.
no, we're not in a recession, but like the housing market's ridiculous and shit.
Well, you know.
The actual importance is ridiculous right now. But I'm just saying overall, I think people will understand what you're saying. I just think you're trying to do like a little outsider, like or a far
Okay,
right thing,
no,
or a
okay,
far right thing
all right. How many people have you met like that? That you feel the same way about their art?
about their art.
Yeah.
It really depends. I think basically everyone that has made art that they really love, I've resonated with on that level. It just depends on whether or not I've had a conversation about it with them. Basically everyone that does art. The thing is, the thing is, most people don't really put effort into like an art form or something creative, and that's what this whole episode was for. But everyone that I met that has kind of feels the consensus. I think this is the
So
consensus
so so
within
if they
creative
feel that,
spaces.
why wouldn't they go out and do it?
They do it.
How many people do you know that are actually doing shit?
Well, we are college students.
And
That does matter.
how many do you know that study it
A good amount.
genuinely?
A good amount.
Okay.
Unlike 4 or 5 people.
Out of how many people do you know?
I know a lot of people. But the thing is, to be fair, I only know like 10-ish people that actually are in a creative lane that they enjoy and might want to pursue it in a career.
I know if that. I know a handful.
If you want to talk
Out of
about
everyone that I've met that
if
I've
you want to talk
actually
about
that actually
everyone
has
that's
tried to do art, I know a handful that have
hold
even
on, hold
actually
on,
tried to
hold
go
on, hold
for
on.
it.
If we're talking about the people who have tried to do art, I think it's a high percentage actually. If we're talking about people that I've met in my life, it's a low fucking percentage. Because honestly, out of the people I've met in my life, it's a low percentage of people that actually want to pursue any kind of artistic field.
Yeah, but even within those people.
Within those people, it's actually a pretty high percentage. Because once the idea in my head, once the idea for you that you want to be in an artistic field resonates in your head, you want to go for it. You want to be better. You want to be
Yes, that you
neat.
want
You
to
want
be
to
in an
be
artistic field. I don't think you're understanding that. I don't think you're understanding that Kobe didn't just want to go to the NBA.
But I think most
Some people just want to go to the NBA. Some
I
people
think
just want to go to the UFC.
most NBA players once they decide they want to go to the NBA, they also want to be the best.
And then what happens?
The role players, man, they suck. But like that's not
And then
always
and
the
then
case.
and then do you think after they've spent some time
Do
being
you
a role
think
player?
Contavious
No, no,
Caldwell
no.
Pope wanted to
Do
be
you think
Contavious
do
Caldwell
you
Pope?
think do you think when they've made it to the NBA
Yeah.
and they've been there for 5 years, what do you think? Why do you think there's so many bench players?
Some of
Because
them,
they're
hold on,
simple.
some of them get lazy. Some of them, not all of them. A good amount of them just aren't cut out for it, bro.
So okay, so proportionately,
Yeah.
how many are going to be all stars, and how many are going to be in the Hall of Fame? And
Well,
why and why do you think that
if we're
is?
looking throughout a career, there's actually a good amount. Like all stars, you can get an all-star team or two
Yeah.
if you really like I mean, Chris Middleton. No, he not Chris Middleton, but Chris Middleton did make a few all-star teams. He's not making the Hall of Fame. Then again, the Basketball Hall of Fame is one of the weakest Hall of Fames in sports.
Was he ever going to be, or even in the conversation to want to be the best in his position? Even
He probably wanted to
maybe
be.
in high school.
He probably wanted to be the best. It's just
That's the difference that I'm talking about.
Okay, but the way I see it is some of these guys are saying it. Like everyone, like this, everyone's creative. Not everyone is gonna be the GOAT.
It's not about being the
Like
GOAT.
this,
But most people
Ronaldo.
don't but I will say it's not about being the GOAT. You
No,
can want to be great. That's cool. How many people do want to be the GOAT though?
no, let me put this.
And actually can think
Ronaldo,
that way.
Ronaldo put in so much more effort than anyone else just to get gapped by Messi. Like it's not even really close if you think
But
about
people
it.
still call him the GOAT.
Yeah, but that's just
And people understand the fact that
yeah.
you're saying that Ronaldo's a dog.
No, he put in the effort.
This guy's a
They
dog.
put in so much effort. They put in so much hard work,
Do you think there's a lot of people like him?
and Messi just gapped him.
Do you think there's a lot of people like Ronaldo?
Yeah.
No, there isn't.
No, wait. You in what sense? You
Like
mean
Ronaldo.
within the sport of football?
Sure.
I think there's a good amount of people who would put in that effort. Some of them just don't have the talent. It's true. It's
Talent,
true.
schmalent.
Talent matters.
Bullshit.
Talent matters. Talent matters.
I'll give you it.
However,
I'll give you a little because of
we're not
physical
gonna pretend like
stature.
Ronaldo. We're not gonna
No,
pretend like Ronaldo.
I'll give it to
had
you in
no
terms of
talent.
physical
Ronaldo
stature.
just worked hard to get where he is. No, he had talent, but he worked harder than almost anyone else on top of the talent that he had, and that's how he got there.
Yeah.
It's just that Messi just 100% talent. This brother put in
Okay, well,
minimal-
Messi's the GOAT. We
this
understand
brother-
that.
This brother
Messi's
actually,
tough.
like he comes from the planet or something. This dude actually just walked around the pitch.
Yeah. But I'm not saying that there's a everyone has to be definitive number one or that there is a definitive number one.
Yeah.
But those guys are at the top are at the top for a reason, and the guys in the middle just don't understand. Maybe the closest they'll get to understanding is seeing them in practice, or hearing about Kobe was up at 3 a.m. working out.
Chris Middleton was on the team with Giannis.
And where is he?
Chris Middleton?
Yeah. Where's Giannis?
The Shanghai Sharks. No, Giannis is in dubious. We don't know where he's going position, and it's not because no one don't want him.
And he's in the talks
He's in the talks.
for one of the greatest of his position. Not all time. Chill.
Well,
Chill.
okay, hold on. I think there is a genuine debate for Giannis if he continues. Well, if he actually,
He's great. He's already great.
If Giannis leaves the fucking
This
Bucks,
is crazy side tangent, but he's already great.
All right, hold on. This is about to be this is for our basketball people out there. If Giannis leaves Milwaukee, goes to an actual good team, or if Milwaukee's able to build a team around him, which isn't likely anymore because today he said he actually wants out of Milwaukee, right? Depending on the situation he lands in, or if he can get himself a few more championships and stuff, he might actually be in the debate for like a top 3 power forward of all time.
Yeah.
Like we're really looking at right now. We got Tim Duncan, best power forward of all time. I think Dirk and KG are above him,
Okay.
and then I think it's actually him after that.
And then Chris Middleton is somewhere fucking off. What was he? Small forward?
Chris Middleton?
Yeah.
No, like a shooting guard.
He's a shooting guard?
Chris Middleton? Oh well, when he played with Giannis on Milwaukee.
Yeah. I thought he was a small forward.
No, he's a small forward, but he plays shooting guard.
Oh, okay.
Let me check.
Well, yeah, my point is most of these guys don't think like those guys. You don't have to be the GOAT. No, you don't. But those who actually genuinely feel it and they want to and they're willing to put the work in, even if it's just the difference of putting the work in.
Yeah, he played.
There's a difference in understanding.
Most throughout his career, but on those Giannis teams, he played shooting guard.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it was. I was like, why do I remember him being a shooting guard? Prime Bucks when they were actually like
Yeah,
building.
when they're actually good.
He
Yeah.
was there when they had Drew Holiday. But oh man, Drew Holiday. But genuinely, I don't like that whole idea of like these guys are made because they didn't work hard enough. Sometimes you work hard, but like them dudes just be more talented than you, man. This dude just be better than you. Like you can't.
And then,
do anything about it.
but then what happens?
Shaq
They start
is
not putting in the
Shaq
hours.
is actually one of the laziest superstars in the history of sports, and this brother is top 10 all time.
I mean, there's obviously going to be those outliers, those physically gifted outliers, right?
But
Of course.
I just think like you look at a guy like Isaiah Thomas, right? You don't look him dead in the eyes and tell him you didn't work hard enough.
But even
2010's Isaiah Thomas.
because we're looking at basketball, right? We're physically, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's different. But especially in creativity, because it applies more so to
in a field like
creativity.
music, right? There's no
Yeah.
physicality in a field like music. You gonna tell Dax that he didn't.
Hi, bro. Yeah.
Dax, he didn't work hard enough.
Exhibit A, bro.
No,
Literally
seriously,
fucking Exhibit A.
Music is a really good example for you because music is just full of artists that they got their first check and was like, yeah, I guess.
Yeah. And it's not necessarily, for example, 21 Savage. He doesn't want to be the GOAT. He's been on record saying he doesn't want to be the GOAT. But this guy puts in the fucking work and he's really good at what he does. He's very good at what he does.
You know what he is? He's that defunct land niche guy.
Yeah.
Does he
think like Michael
sound.
Does he think like Michael Jordan?
No.
Does he think like Drake? Does he think like Kobe? No, he doesn't. He wants to be the best version of himself. That's cool. That's really all you need. That's all you should have. You know what I mean? But those guys that take not just this lane, but the entirety of the identity of what they're working with, and they just want to max out stats in every single one. That was Kobe. That was Michael Jordan. That was those guys. You know what I mean? How many people think like them? You can't tell me a lot.
Michael Jordan was just a dick. He didn't have no mentality.
You can't tell me a lot, bro. You can't tell me a lot. And especially in creativity, if you want to get something done,
Yeah.
You better get that shit done. Okay, basketball gives you. If you're not over 6 foot, you're already at a gargantuan disadvantage.
I think
Of course,
also football.
even below 6'3", it's like okay, you're
There's just
pushing it.
something about football sometimes where you just kind of get it or you don't get it. Like it don't matter how
Footy
much
as well.
effort.
You could say that about
Messi
that.
Messi
NFL, you
just
know what I'm
gets it,
saying?
bro.
Like
Messi just gets it. What are you
he's
gonna?
nice,
He's
of
nice,
course.
bro.
But when you look at these other things, but even within those things, right
I
there's
think
the outliers.
the
But when you look at
fields that
the
we
other
usually
things,
talk about, the fields that we usually talk about, like music, like painting, like design, like content creation, like film,
how many people drop them, man?
all of that is basically nothing to do with talent, and it's mainly just how much research are you willing to put in to understand what the craft is actually about,
Yeah.
and that is kind of more mentality focused, but I just think some of these guys, they got the right mentality. They're just not.
If you had the right mentality, you wouldn't have dropped it. That's the reality,
Okay,
bro.
you're talking about people dropping it.
If you had the right
I'm
mentality,
talking
you
about
wouldn't
the
have dropped
middle,
it.
like the middle of the pack guys in the NBA. I'm talking about the middle of the pack guys when it comes to clothes, when it comes to like those guys. Sometimes they really do want it. They just not nice.
That happens sometimes. I
Like
mean, that happens. And I'm also an avid believer in sometimes. And listen, you come to me and you ask me, what should I do with my life? Work. Like chase your dream. Whatever you want, you can do it. You can accomplish it. But for some certain things, right? If you're not all in, you're not built for it. You're not cut out for it. You know what I'm saying? You weren't born for that. And that's
okay.
okay, bro. That's
Oh, someone
okay.
came to me and was talking about something like, hey, what life advice? I'm not gonna tell them work. I'm gonna tell them, hey, pursue what makes you happy, man.
That's what I mean,
Really
bro.
more
Yo,
important.
this guy,
No,
bro.
no, no,
Yo,
because I'm not really
fucking
understanding this.
this
It's kind
guy,
of because
bro.
this has to do with the next
Go
topic.
be a slave. Go work
That's
wherever
not what I
and just
said.
put hours in.
That's not what I
Yeah,
said. He
man,
said
come on, bro.
that's not what I said. That you said.
That's what
Okay.
I mean,
I
bro.
think there's a misinterpretation in what's being said.
What do you mean? What do
You're
you mean
not
work?
understanding. You said work in the sense of like putting all this hard work to be the best. That I think there's perfectly valid. Is that what you meant? Like putting the work to be the best?
You don't have to be the best.
Okay.
You want to. You have to be the best.
Never mind.
You.
Never
You have to
mind.
be the best. You.
Okay. Okay. I thought you meant
But some people don't think
someone
that
comes to me
way.
life advice. I thought you meant you like gotta be the best. I think there's a very valid option with the whole niche. You know, you do your thing. You
No.
try and be your best
Yeah,
self. That's
but
so valid.
that's the best you.
Okay. Okay. Never mind.
Yeah,
Never mind.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. There was a
That guy,
misunderstanding.
that guy
There was a
is the
misunderstanding.
very well, not right now, right? Because he's still growing.
Who?
But at this moment, both of those channels,
Oh,
both of those
yeah.
channels, right? At this moment, they're the very. I'm assuming because they're doing great. They're doing great for themselves.
Yeah, those are the main
very
guys.
best they can be today, and they're going to be a little better tomorrow. And
Just
they're
so
going to
you
be a
know
little
how
better the
better they
next
are in
day.
that scene. I watched another video before you got here to film. That
Yeah.
was about some other topic, and the guy said, I'm not talking about this topic today. He's talking more of like a general stuff. He wasn't, and it was a very
Okay.
specific topic. And he was like, if you want a very specific topic, go check out Bright Sun Films video on it.
There you
That
go.
guy makes amazing fucking videos when it comes to this topic.
There you
check
go.
him out. And I was like, yeah, to go.
Yeah,
And
it's like
the
that's
main
good.
difference is Defunct Land is more like talks about specifically rides that don't exist, blah blah blah. Meanwhile, this guy Bright Sun Films talks more about like the history of like the exploration of it. You know,
Yeah, so it's like if you can be either of those,
you can be
the Drake, you can be all that. But yeah, my whole thing is like, bro, people don't
you can
think
be
that
listen. You can be Freddie Gibbs in his own lane, does what
Yeah.
he does, and guess what? How old he's been?
guy gets immense respect.
Or you can be
He
Drake.
should have been nominated.
Nominated for what didn't he get nominated for?
He didn't get nominated for anything
Yes, he did.
this year. No. Freddie Gibbs, Alfredo 2 did not get nominated.
You're lying. Alfredo 2 got nominated for album.
No.
It didn't get
No.
nominated for rap album.
No.
And
Yeah.
I'm finding out now.
Just wait, because we're gonna talk about that. And what was that? Our last episode of December.
Last episode of the year is going to be the DBI award shows.
Look out for that.
Look out for that.
Look out
what
for that.
topics are we going to be having in that?
Oh man, we're definitely gonna have music.
Gaming, music.
We're definitely gonna have gaming. We're definitely gonna have. We're probably gonna
Film.
throw in a couple collections. We're gonna have film collections. Is gonna be a tough one because really, dude, we're
I think we
we're
should
so
do-
opinionated.
I think we should do best collection and best up and coming designer. Those are my main two.
Interesting.
Best collection, best up and coming designer.
I was going more personal for that one, just because we like so many different things.
Nah, I think it's important. I want to keep the award shows very much like game of the year, indie game of the year, like that kind of stuff.
Okay, I respect
And
it.
then people like designer, not designer, up and coming designer, best collection, most unique collection. Those are the three I wanted to do.
Oh, you're gonna get people upset.
Yeah, 100%. That's the whole point of it. I think what we should do. I was thinking about doing it like a, for those of you that play CK3, a feudal elective system where like everyone votes. We got our fans to vote. But
Okay.
you and me, their votes are worth 1, and you and me's votes are worth 3, or
Was
something
that
like that.
electoral college?
Yeah, not electoral college. Not the electoral college.
Whatever that
But
is.
more like everyone gets to vote, but some people have stronger votes than others.
Okay.
You and me got a little bit strong. You can CK3 as a mechanic, where you
Okay.
can put an election on your title, and the king gets 3 votes, his vassals get 1 vote.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like our votes matter a little more.
Okay, that's dope. That's
So
dope. I like
I'd be
that.
down to like set up some polls on the Instagram.
Go follow us
Go follow us on Instagram.
at what are we?
DBI official.
There you go.
I'll throw it up on screen real quick. DBI official.
We're there.
We're up there. I'll let y'all know the exact that. It's DBI._.official. Go check us out on Instagram and on TikTok.
Little shameless plug.
We love our shameless plugs.
We love shameless plugs.
But
because they're shameless.
yeah, and plugs.
Bro.
It's fucked up, yo. It's 9 at night while we're filming. Because
Too
we had to
late.
pick his sister up from school.
Too late, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, she left at school.
She has to get a fucking car and a job. She's fucking unemployed. She's not unemployed. Actually.
Look straight at the kid. You need to get a job.
Get a job.
No, but
And you too in the back. I see
all of
you.
y'all unemployed motherfuckers need to get a job.
I see you.
This is our job.
This is our job.
We
We make
bands.
stupid cash.
Stupid cat. We make
off
nothing.
of
we make
you
zero
goofballs.
off this
He
podcast.
makes 0. I'm secretly backdooring it all. That's why I have
I'm gonna
all the. Huh?
I'm gonna sue you.
I have no cash. I'm broke.
No money. All right, back to we got so off topic, bro.
It's all right, man. It's all right.
Let's get back to it. So where even were we? Where even were we?
Mentality.
No, but I feel like we were moving past that.
I feel like we didn't officially end the segment.
Oh, okay, I'm down to really wrap it up. It's fine to not want to be the GOAT.
Yeah, that's cool.
As long as you're being the best version of yourself. If
Yeah.
the best version of yourself means you want to be the best ever, that's what you should chase. If the best version of you just means you want to be very, very, very proficient in your one little niche, you want to be, a Klay Thompson, hit your threes, or do you want to be LeBron? It's really up to you. It's up to you what version of yourself you want to be, as long as you keep striving to be better.
Yeah. How I see it and how I've visualized it, as of pretty much this past year, and I really like it, is you build, and I've said it a couple times, you build your fortress, your castle. You know what I mean? And each room is its own little trait of yourself. You know what I mean? Or experience, and you go building that, and you have to have not an exact vision of what you want your castle to look like, but just make sure you're always working on it. You know what I mean? Make sure your foundation's strong. Make sure your shingles are looking good, and I'll tell you, you have a nice little fireplace when you get to there. You know what I mean? That's how I see it.
Make sure that shit don't get sieged either.
Facts.
Have good sieging walls.
Like
All right.
R6.
Like R6. Next topic. This is the last topic to really wrap up. That topic right before was kind of disjointed, but don't worry about it. This next topic disjointed from the whole idea of the episode, but just last topic right here for y'all. What value can art bring to your life? Now, this is a very important one just for people who don't really care much about art, don't really care much about doing nothing that involves art. We just want to discuss, let y'all know what it can bring, how helpful having a passion could really be.
Really shine the light on.
Do you want to open up on this, or do you want me to talk about it?
Sure. Do you just want me to throw just my opinion out there just like that?
Yeah, I think you throw your opinion, I throw my opinion, and then we kind of meet in the middle. Unless you don't got an opinion, I can throw mine first.
I mean, I do.
Okay, hurry up.
It just brings so much.
Hurry up.
Man, art. Wait, it was creativity, right? Not art.
It's more like when I wrote that, I meant more like creative endeavors. So, art
Okay,
forms, yeah.
okay.
What value could being a painter, or being a producer, what value could that bring in your life?
I mean, first of all, it keeps you not that you should be never in the present, but it keeps you thinking. At least for me, right?
Like future
sight. You know what I mean? Because you're always like, what am I gonna start? And then once you start it, you're like, okay, I'm working on this. And you're kind of always, a lot of people tend to look at the goal, which is natural, right? And that happens to me too. And that's something that for me, it has led me in my own just life, just day-to-day life. It kind of led me to live my life and kind of organize it in the sense of like, I have stuff that I got to do, which for now, right, is like work and school and whatever. and then things that I'm excited for. You know what I mean? So like I got a new hat coming in, and hopefully I'm gonna get this tattoo situation figured out, and just exciting stuff. Hang out with the guys. I mean, seeing Tomas whenever we film,
Every
literally all the
fucking week
time,
now, yeah.
literally. And we talked a lot before, but this is just really cherry on the cake. So it's like it kind of definitely influenced my lifestyle, and more than anything, it influenced how I operate and how I think day to day. You know what I mean? Like, because creativity, I feel like if I'm not doing something creative, I'm stagnating, and that's a really bad habit that I had for a long time, and it still follows me. But at least now,
Oh yeah,
I'm
no,
always in.
same,
Yeah,
same. You
yeah.
always kind of get in those funks, like those creative blocks. Like you end up like George Martin, just not dropping books. Put
Oh,
yourself in those
yes,
funks,
Mr.
and then
Mr. R.
that's
Yeah,
that's the only bad thing that comes from art. Sometimes you don't drop because like a lot of stuff's going on in your life, and it will make you feel bad.
it will like yeah, like
100%.
10x, like multiplicative
It'll
value.
make you depressed as shit. But like
Yeah,
genuinely, just getting stuff done and putting stuff out there is just so rewarding. I know you said that you're not really a goals kind of guy. You're more of like the journey type
I
situation.
mean, I have both. I have
But
both, right? I just like the idea
yeah,
of
but right
like
now you were arguing more like towards the journey, like
yeah,
respecting the
because
journey.
I've had to train myself to back up. Because in high school, I was constant, and when I say constant, bro, I mean like months on end, just thinking about what's gonna happen and what I'm looking forward to and what I have planned instead of just like what's going on.
Oh
You know what
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean?
I just think that I never had that whole. I think I'm in that phase right now where I'm very much like a goals kind of guy. Like the best part of the podcast for me isn't actually the filming process or the editing process.
Okay.
It's when the video goes up. It goes back to everything that I've been saying the whole episode. Just seeing it, and I'm like, oh man, I'm happy that it's up. And then when it's a good episode, I'm very happy about how it turned out. I'm very happy about just everything, how it was edited, how it was filmed, how we sounded, the topics that we discussed. It just makes me happy. Oh, we were funny in this part. It's cool. The numbers are just the cherry on top. The little like, oh, that video got 1,000 views on the shorts. That's very nice. It made me happy.
Yeah.
But it's not even about that sometimes. Most of the times it's just like, okay, this video was actually very concise, very compact. We didn't meander. We really knew what we were talking about.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. And that's just how I am with all art. It's always like I finish it. Like the journey is the process. I don't really care for the process. I finish it and then I look at it and I'm like, oh, I'm happy that I made this. I'm glad that I created something that's beautiful. And then I look back and also when I mean I don't care about the process, it's not like I'm not enjoying the process. I always find the
Hmm.
process of making art very relaxing. I always found ceramics relaxing. I always found painting relaxing. I find filming really relaxing. What I don't find, what I don't really like about it is when it feels like work. I
I
never
agree.
feel like I'm
I
hustling. I
agree.
never feel like I know that mentality is there sometimes. People are like, oh, when I'm drawing, I feel like I'm working, I'm hustling, I'm getting my bread up. I don't really feel like that when I'm making videos, and I just feel like I'm relaxing. And then when I'm done relaxing, I edit, which is the work. And then after that editing process, the work, it comes out, and I'm proud of what I made, and that's the highlight. That's the best part. And it
Interesting.
genuinely brings
Okay.
me like good introspection on myself. Makes me happy. It makes me like I can look at myself and be like, okay, am I happy right now? Yeah, I'm happy. My content is good. People are liking what they're seeing. We're getting a lot of compliments about it. We're getting a lot of people reaching out about it, and that makes me happy. You know, that's why I've always said, fuck them cloud. Like I said, I've always said. I said earlier in this episode, fuck them like cloud chasers. Them people only care about the money, about the views. It's just so removed from what I care about. So
Yeah.
it's weird.
I I agree with most of everything, but I'm kind of like almost flipped on its head because I enjoy like the
Usually the hustling of it.
yeah, I really do, and it's something
I don't.
it can also get unhealthy, right? It can get unhealthy. It hasn't for me, but just like how it like always being focused on what was gonna happen got unhealthy for me.
Mm. You just check your phone.
Huh?
Check your phone. I heard it go off, and you told me you had an important message.
Oh no, we're good, we're
Oh,
good. Yeah, if y'all
Derrick
see me
has an
glancing at
important.
it, I have
Yeah,
something.
there's something important in the works for
Yes.
Derrick. So I heard it go off, so I want to make sure he got his shit right.
But and I want to point out we both are mentioning like just general like human mood like experience. You know what I mean? Like mood.
That's the main
Like
thing here. Yeah, art is gonna affect your mood. Right?
yeah,
That's like the
yeah,
main
yeah,
important
yeah.
point here.
So this is definitely a big like lifestyle aspect. You know what I mean? Like for me in high school, I was constantly thinking about the future. I wasn't really caring about what I had going on in the moment. That wasn't good. Now I've kind of flipped it on its head to where it's like when we're filming, when I'm thinking of things to do, when I'm looking for pictures and editing them and trying to get them up on the socials, and just like how it goes for me is like I'm working and I'm thinking about the work, but in the back of my mind, all my guys, like all my little squirrels running around like working, they have like a little smile. Not like they're not just blank faced, and they're not like super happy, but they have a little smile. And then I get it done, and at the end of the day, I'm like, okay, cool. And then I'm just like, that was good, and I'm on to the next. I'm taking it like steps at a time. You know what I mean? And it feels good to get stuff done. But and this is why I say it can get
Have a take. Have a take.
it can be unhealthy, right? Just depending on how you manage it. Because I've had moments like I had a day, I forget, but I was in class and my guy did something, or maybe it was me that did something. Well, one of us did something cool that was like pretty dope, and it was like, oh, like this is good, like milestone reached. And I was like, it's funny that I brought up Kobe because this is like the Kobe moment where he's like, job not done, nothing to be happy about, and that's basically what I said. And he was like, my guy, it was Matthias, by the way, and
Yeah,
he was,
my guy, and I know that's Matthias.
yeah, and he was like, what? Just because there's more to do doesn't mean you shouldn't celebrate. And at the time, I was just kind of like, job not done. Like we got more to do,
I mean,
bro.
now you know there's always room to celebrate. So,
Oh, it's always
yeah.
good. You know what I mean? So now it's very minimal for me, but that's just how I like it. Like you know what I mean? I don't really like jump and yelp over every little thing, and I like taking things a little more dialed down because then I'll take breaks, you know what I mean, or just think about it in my day to day, and that's when the satisfaction comes in. It's like I get a little bit of the dosage of satisfaction when I get it done, and it's like, yo, I like that. And then, for example, today, Tomas and I were talking because I was introducing an idea I had, and I wanted to run it by him.
I'm the
And
creative guy. Derrick
yeah,
is
this guy's
just
really the goat.
I'm fucking around.
Um
I do want to give him a little context because we've both been talking about editing this time.
okay.
Third. I want to let y'all know what we actually do behind the scenes.
Do they not know? I thought we told them first episode.
Maybe I don't think no because the first.
No, we
episode,
probably didn't actually.
We didn't have actually.
I just assumed they knew.
Yeah. So we're making jokes about this guy don't do nothing or I don't do nothing. We both actually do a lot of work towards this podcast. I edit the actual episodes, like the full length, like the ones you see on YouTube. They're edited by me fully. Like I don't get anyone else to edit. I also make thumbnails for the videos. I'm more of in charge of the YouTube side of things, right?
Yeah.
Derrick is in charge of like Instagram, TikTok. Derrick uploads all of our reels, even our YouTube reels. He uploads all of our YouTube reels, our Instagram reels.
Shorts. I thought you said videos for a second, but you said reels, right?
Shorts.
Okay, my fault. I thought you said videos, and I was like, I don't do that. I don't do that.
YouTube Shorts is that way.
I do not do videos.
No, Derrick uploads our YouTube Shorts and our Instagram reels, all that kind of stuff. The only thing he doesn't upload on the Instagram are the images for each episode being done. That's me.
Yeah, so when the episode actually debuts.
Like the episode came out.
Yeah, episode out. Yeah,
post, that's me. But
should we tell him why? It's such a lame reason.
No.
We shouldn't.
It's because I have nice photo editing software. That's kind of true.
Kind of. It has a better selection. It's the font. I don't have access to the font that he
Derrick
has.
doesn't have the font, and I have
it's a better font.
And I've been using the font for like everything.
Yeah, so it's like consistent across our whole thing.
Yeah, but
it's so interesting giving them like the behind the scenes.
Yeah, that's just the main reason why I wanted to give y'all behind the scenes wasn't just because behind the scenes, but also to let y'all know like we both are actually in a creative thing right now on this show. So when we're talking about the process, I'm specifically talking about video editing, right? I'm talking about this podcast as like my creative process currently. And I view editing as like the assignments are due on Sunday,
Okay.
Like my video.
I occasionally also feel that way.
Video due Thursday, Video due Thursday. So I need to finish editing by Thursday. And I get the same feeling that you get when you do your assignment a week ahead of time. When I finish editing.
Okay.
Let's just say I finish this episode tomorrow. I'm like, man, I'm good for the rest of the week.
Good, bro.
I'm good. So ahead of the schedule. I feel very good about that. It makes me real happy.
Yeah, I'm ahead of schedule. That was funny.
Yes. Also, I have like a really love-hate relationship with editing where like when I'm editing, it's like, I'm editing.
Yeah.
I could be doing something else. It's boring. But then I think about it and I'm like, Yeah, but forgot the editing. That's I'm at the hustle.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
grinding.
yeah,
It's like I love editing, but when I'm editing, it doesn't seem like I love editing.
yeah.
So I'm gonna shit on editing as much as I can on this podcast. But just to let y'all know, editing is and I'm not gonna say this often. So just editing is probably one of, if not my favorite thing when it comes to content creation. Fucking
Really?
love editing, but I'm never gonna say that because it's always such like, oh, I hate editing. I have to finish it by Thursday, but then I actually like enjoy editing.
Yeah.
Like when people ask me if I couldn't do content creation, I would just edit for other YouTubers. But like editing is just such a thing I love like doing. I'd love to just do editing for the rest of my life. But then I
I couldn't
also
do that, man.
you don't like it?
Not that I don't like it, I
No,
just
but you be
couldn't,
editing
man.
on like the little Instagram
No,
reels.
no, no,
and,
but I'm
like,
saying
it's so different.
like what you do, like that's a craft.
I love it. I love it so much. It makes me so happy.
I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could see
Yeah.
myself doing that.
And
It's cool though.
you know, one of the biggest reasons why
It's one of my favorite things that I actually see in the videos as well, to be honest.
yeah, and I don't even edit these like that crazy. It's a podcast, you know. I can't add too many visuals. I would love to do something like the people we were talking about today, Defunct Land, Bright Sun Films, where like they fully edit their videos. I would love to do
Right.
something like that. If I ever end up doing something like that, y'all will find out the same day. All right, on this podcast. Same way when Derrick does his close stuff, y'all will find out on this podcast.
It's gonna be a fun day.
It is gonna be a fun day. Same thing when I started doing my YouTube stuff.
Very fun day. And then films, and then
films,
we're millionaires,
yeah.
and then y'all are actually gonna see us down the street at a pop up for y'all. It's gonna be crazy
Boom,
stuff.
there we go. Also, just to wrap up, the value that art can bring to your life is what we just said right now. That whole process, it's everything, man. It's really everything. Because the way, like I said, I view the goals as my ideal. Like I love reaching my goals. I love reaching what I want to do. It's what makes me really happy. What makes you happy is the process, actually hustling, actually doing in the
Yeah, I
in the
got
struggle.
something to do,
So,
man. It gives me direction.
exactly. So we both gain value from different parts of actually making the art. And what is that value that we both got from that process? Peace of mind.
Yeah.
You get the peace of mind of you're going in a direction, and I get the peace of mind of completing my goals. So genuinely, making art will give you peace of mind. So
Oh yeah.
at least that's the benefit that me and Derrick gain from it. There's so many other benefits you can get from art. There's people who do it for relaxation. There's people that do it for money, just straight up.
Yeah.
Which again, as we've said, we don't love that motivator. That motivator does breed certain kinds of machines and team moves.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, like,
but there's ways to
yeah.
do it that's healthy. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? That you're
but-
servicing the customer, you're making life easier.
Yeah, but I'd have to bring up the money at least once.
Yeah.
The
yeah.
money is a motivator for it. But
I mean, we need money.
for me and you,
course.
from what it seems like, for me and you, it's really the peace of mind.
Yeah.
Like genuinely, when this podcast comes out, it's like weight off my shoulders. I finished that. Ooh.
Yeah,
Happy.
I've always thought back to this interview from The Rock, and it was actually Speedy. Am I tripping? Hold on, bro. No, I'm not about to get this wrong, boys. I'm not about to get this wrong. I literally watch these videos all the time, and now I blank. I don't know why. Whenever we're like on the podcast, and I'm gonna say something from
Right.
memory that any other
Dude,
day I would just
forgot-
get like,
last episode. I
correct.
forgot Die Hard. Like I've been doing the same thing.
yeah, bro.
Die Hard is literally one of my favorite like action films of all time. I forgot it. I was like, what movie?
Yeah,
is that
bro.
from?
I don't know, bro. Yeah, Speedy, bro. Speedy Norman is his name, guys. But Speedy,
Shout
y'all
out.
probably seen Speedy, and I'm pretty sure it was him. And he was interviewing The Rock, and he mentioned how The Rock, he really doesn't get many off days. Like, he works a lot. He's a workaholic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I always kind of go back to that.
You'd love that, just to like work and work and work.
Yeah,
As long
like,
as it's something you enjoy doing.
it's something that I see, that's where I see my life going. You know what I mean? Like, I envision myself being in my house, and I also like that Pharrell gave us some insight when he was making Let God Sort Him Out. He actually did it in the Louis headquarters in Paris. The whole thing was recorded over there.
Wait, what is it?
Pharrell
Yeah, okay, no,
with clips.
I know, but I didn't hear Pharrell. I was like, what are you talking about?
Dude, they recorded.
I knew you were talking about Pharrell, but I didn't hear you say Pharrell, and I was like, did you just like forget to say who?
No,
Yeah.
did you know that they recorded the whole album
No, I didn't.
aside from like
In the
features,
Louis,
right?
In the Louis headquarters.
In the is it Louis headquarters? It's where he stays at Louis because he lives in Paris because of Louis. But one of the deals that he had was I need a studio here. It's cool.
Let me tell
It's
y'all
cool.
something. I've been to the Louis Vuitton store in Paris.
The suitcase, right?
Bro, it is one of my favorite
wanna go so
stores
bad,
I've
man.
ever seen in person. It's the road down from the Arc de Triomphe. It's so nice, bro. It's so Derrick, we gotta do an episode abroad, bro.
One day. Yeah.
We were filming like the next episode. We're in like Thailand or something. Got a lady boy guest.
Nah, really,
No.
Nah, but yeah, I've always like thought
Yeah.
back to those two guys where it's like their whole life really, and it's not even unhealthy. Like it's not even unhealthy. Their life is just like they're with their people. They're happy. They're enjoying life, but they're just working. You know what I mean?
No,
Like I
but
I really have never envisioned a life for
their work
myself.
doesn't feel like work to me,
Exactly. Like
and that's
I've never
the joy.
envisioned a life where I'm not waking up and eating breakfast and all that stuff, and then I'm just like, you know what? I'm just get to start this collection. I'm just start
For
writing.
me,
You know what I mean? And just
I'd
working.
always envisioned if I got to do YouTube full time, I would wake up at like 9 a.m. Like not too,
Okay.
not like ridiculously late, but also
Yeah.
not early at all.
Yeah. Not super early.
Wake up at 9, just eat my breakfast, and then I would just like sit down leisurely at my leisurely chair and just start editing. Start, and then I'm also like when I do my own stuff, I'm a nighttime filmer.
Okay.
So I'd film at night, and the next day I'd sit down in the middle of the day, the morning ish, and start editing.
It's like your whole life is just a flow state.
Yeah, but it's also not like your whole like I'm gonna hustle all the time. I want to turn off my computer, go
No,
hang out with my
of
girlfriend,
course.
go
Yeah.
what like I'm a guy who I'm real deal Spanish culture on this. I'm really like I like to take my midday naps. I don't like to. I'm not a big like I'm a lazy motherfucker. I'm a lazy motherfucker. I don't like working that much.
Nah, man,
So
I like doing stuff,
yeah,
man. Like once I'm like
don't lie to y'all.
cooking is a dying art. We're gonna have an
No,
episode
we're
one
not
day.
having an episode about cooking.
No, we're gonna have an episode,
No,
but it's like that's something that like a lot of people like don't get to do.
no, they really don't.
You know what I mean? And it's like that's something like things like that. You know what I mean? Where I just like doing things. I like whatever I got going on. By the way, guys, I'm like
We're
so
so off topic. You know what? We're so off topic. Fuck the topic. This is just W conversation.
it
Yeah, this is a good
I'm such a
conversation.
person that like if my days aren't organized, bro. Like I know that I said I don't think constantly about the
Yeah.
future, and I don't, but I do have. I like having all my things planned out. Like I have my funds planned out for at least the month. I have plans planned out. Like I like
Dude,
having everything
if I'm
ahead
not
of
busy,
time.
I actually get like depressed.
Yeah,
Like if
yeah.
I'm like, dude,
These past couple days, I haven't had school, bro.
oh my god, last 2 days I haven't had work, and I've been caught up on school, and I've been caught up on editing. I woke up at like 11. Felt fucking terrible. I was just like, wow,
Yeah, bro.
this is awful.
When you genuinely just lay in your bed and you're
And
just like, what the fuck
dude,
am I gonna
I
do?
like yesterday. You know what me and Derrick did all day yesterday? Played Arc Raiders all day. Like genuinely, I felt bad. Did you
Did
feel
you?
bad? Did you feel good? I didn't feel good about
I
myself.
didn't feel good about it,
No, I didn't feel good about it at all.
but I mean, I had a goal in mind, but I didn't feel like great. Like this morning,
The goal is mine. Don't PvP as Telemontes.
dude.
Just
So,
get loot.
bro. Tomas called me this morning, and it's like this is why I say I didn't really feel great about it, even though I had the goal. This morning when I was trying to hit level 70, like max, I had one level left, not even less than a level left, and it felt like a chore.
Oh, dude.
It felt like a chore.
Dude, it's playing.
So no, I didn't feel great. It's an amazing game, but it felt like
every
a chore.
level we played yesterday felt like a fucking chore. And I was just like, it's like, oh, I guess we have to go do this now. Oh,
Yeah.
and it had nothing to do
Like,
with
what's the
Arc
next
Raiders.
POI? Like,
It had nothing to do with Arc Raiders. It had everything to do with just like I have literally everything in the game except for guns. I
oh
am
my
so
god,
low
bro.
on guns. And you know what the worst part is? I'm really low on two things: guns and gun parts. Like I can't even craft them. But I have like so many purple fucking art cores. I have so many purple gun parts, but I don't have the blueprints for them. I have so many, like I just have everything except for guns. So I kept having to hit the free loadouts on Stella and oh my god.
Now, this isn't to say gaming isn't a good experience, right? We've gamed our whole lives, and
No.
some.
When you game for more than 4 hours, you feel like you're dying. Like
Okay,
you
well,
feel,
sometimes, yeah,
you,
yeah,
you
yeah,
feel
I'm
like
not
you need
lying.
to shower.
But there are
Yeah.
some games that are just an experience. I mean, Elden Ring,
Yeah.
for me, right?
Dude.
That was an experience. That wasn't just like a game.
I'll play CK3
Like that's
for
a
like
movie. That's a book.
Mm.
That's a, you know what I mean?
yeah, but I'll play CK3 for like 2 hours, and the 2 hours will just disappear like this. And then when I realize the 2 hours pass, I'm like, I've been playing CK3 for 2 hours. And all I've done is make the map go, my country go from this to this. Which is a lot of progress, but like,
Yeah.
no, genuinely, I just need to be busy, and art gives me that. Like, when
Yeah.
art makes me busy
Yeah.
in a way that, because people always say, oh, if you're busy, just pick up more hours at work so you can.
No.
No, okay, I do need it, it's good for me, but then art lets me be more busy, learning a craft, learning a skill, actually doing something positive, and on top of that, I'm actually having fun. I'm not sitting there at work.
Yeah.
not having fun.
Yeah.
So I actually get to like enjoy myself. I get to paint something, and I'm getting way better at painting every day I paint. I wish I still had the equipments for ceramics. I don't because I'm no longer in high school. But I would just keep doing that. It was fun. It was like the best class I had.
Yeah. And it's
Um,
growth. That's something that, and again, guys, we listen. We work entry level jobs. Like
you
I'm.
know what's funny? I work at Publix. He works at Walmart.
Yeah. So we're like theoretical ops, I guess.
I guess.
But there's no more room for growth.
I
You
fuck
know
with
what I mean?
Walmart.
That's another thing that art brings is like growth in specifically in
Mm.
unexpected ways. Like you'll pick something up and you're like, oh yeah, like it's just fun. And then a year from now, I can sit you down and be like, yo, what did you learn from this experience? And you can give me a slew of things. And then the most beautiful
Mm.
part is I'll sit you down 5 years from now and you'll have a list excluding what you said originally about what you've learned that is twice as long as the first
Oh
list.
yeah, because you grow as a person, and as you grow as a person, the art will always grow with you.
Yeah.
Like you could be a producer, and then in 10 years you haven't even touched producing in all that time because 5 years into producing you switched to be a rapper.
Yeah.
And then you found out that you know what, maybe for the next 5 years I want to be a rapper, and then for the next 5 years after that I want to do R&B. Like
And
the
that's why we
art,
say it's not too
the
late.
art will always grow with you. And you know, I just had an anecdote that came into my head. It has nothing to do with nothing, but we were talking about Publix and Walmart. I have to tell the story. I met an actual rock star at Publix, like a rock star in the sense.
Mr. Osborne?
No, in the sense of like personality, not the sense of like
Oh,
being
okay, okay,
So
okay.
the brother came in with a Dollar General cart. And
Already.
you know what Dollar General card looks like compared to a Publix one, right?
I've seen them,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
half the height, a third the size, and like this width, and it's bright yellow. The
Oh my
whole
god, wait,
card.
no, I haven't seen that one. I haven't
I'll
seen that
show you.
one.
So Dollar General carts are
Oh
like
no.
they look. I'll throw one up on screen, and I'm gonna show Derrick. So they're like literally half the size and a third of the width of a Publix cart, and they're bright yellow. The whole thing, even the metal part,
Even the middle part is
even
bright
the
yellow.
metal. Yes, let me show you.
This is, you know what? I wonder what this person looked like.
Oh, bro,
Were
this
they
is.
older?
It's imagine this, but like ridiculously little, like up to here on the couch, something like this.
Oh my
And
god.
he was
So were they like hunchback,
oh
like all
yeah,
the way
yeah,
to the
yeah, yeah,
ground?
yeah. He was wheeling that shit around, and it was like 9 at night. We had like an hour talking to us. No one else was there, and I'm looking at my coworker. I'm like, yo, you peeping? And then we were laughing a little bit, right? Bro comes into my line, and I'm very much someone where it's like I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I'll just be straight with you. And I was like, I gotta ask, bro, what's up with the Dollar General cart? And
right.
you know what he told me? He's like, man, I just don't give a fuck.
Just like that?
By the way, the reason why I said a rock star, he had long hair, and he didn't have sleeves, so he was just like rocking
Oh,
it.
okay,
So he
okay,
actually
okay.
looked like a little bit. He's like, man, I just don't give a fuck, man. When you done the shit I do, you really just don't give a shit about anything.
Straight like
And I was
that.
like, oh, shit. He's like, yeah, man. You know, I performed in front of like a few audiences and shit, like this concert, this concert. I just don't really give a fuck, man. I'm like, that's not what I asked you. I asked you. I didn't ask you if you gave a fuck. I asked you why the fuck you have a Dollar General card.
Easy. That's a good point. He's like, yo, I just don't care, bro. You're sitting there waiting for the damn answer. And yo, I performed, bro. I went to Europe. Yo, I did this,
Oh
that.
no, oh no, that's
I
actually
just don't
no,
care.
that's actually the conversation pretty nice. He was like, I don't give a fuck, bro. I just like I don't give a shit, man. I just like I perform.
What's up with the cart?
What's up with the car? No, it's
What's up
funny
with the
because
cart,
I'm
bro?
hating on all this, but it was actually genuinely a good, funny experience. He was actually, you know, what? He was actually a good fucking guy, yo. He was actually a good fucking guy. It was just the fact that I asked him this one thing, and it was like he like a sleeper agent, like it triggered his mind. He's like, I performed in front of audience, and I don't give a fuck about nothing. And then I reiterated my question. He was like, oh no, man, I was just at the Dollar General. The Dollar General was like down the end of the strip mall. He's like, I was just at the Dollar General, so I came in with the shopping
Oh, he
cart.
just rolled it over.
Rolled it over. I was like, okay, I've literally never seen that. I've literally never seen that before. It was just such a funny ass experience, you know. Art brought so much value into his life that he don't give a fuck no more.
You don't care no more, bro.
He
You
don't
don't
care no more.
care. That's value. That's value right
That's the
there.
real. If you perform in front of enough audiences, you'll have the balls to go into a Publix, the Dollar General.
You're gonna be so nonchalant, and then you're
And
gonna
he was
go.
chalant. He was so chalant. I don't give a fuck. I don't give
But
a
you
fuck about
say you
nothing.
don't care though.
No, but
The most chalant, nonchalant person you've ever
you
seen.
care when you say I don't give a fuck like 4 or 5 times.
Fair.
And I don't give a fuck about nothing. I don't give a shit. I don't really give
I
a
thought it was
fuck
like a
about that.
one-time thing.
No. He said I don't give a fuck. I don't really give a fuck about nothing. I don't give a shit. He
Oh,
said that
nah,
3
nah, nah.
times.
He cares.
Right there.
Yeah. Hold on.
He cares to ask that question.
Alright. Yeah.
I bet some
Yeah.
people crash out with that Publix, man. It's crazy. Hey, Don't crash out on customer service employees at any department, man. Unless they're treating you badly, don't crash out like that. They work at minimum wage, bruh. And they're trying their damnedest most of the time. But yeah.
I don't even like my job, for
No, I
real.
don't even like my job, but just don't mistreat me, man. I
Just go out there and say, I don't give a fuck. I don't even care, bro. Just
roll up in the shopping cart, Dollar General shopping. I'm gonna put my knife. I bet you would have tried that method, like instead of being like, "Sir, you didn't pay." Yeah, but I just don't give a fuck. So I don't need to pay. Oh shit.
Oh my god, bro. What a rock star that is.
No, he was tough.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Art brings a lot to your life. That's the answer, man.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I fuck with the fact that we just kind of at the end were like, "Fuck the topic. Let's just chill for a little bit. Let's have some fun conversation."
Yeah, I mean, I hope this resonates well with
Do y'all
y'all.
prefer pizza or burgers?
No, I have a better question.
What's up? What?
Is a is a pizza that is just bread and cheese a pizza?
Just I grab a slice of bread, throw some cheese on it. How the fuck is that a pizza?
So let me ask you then. Why is there pizzas that are just bread and cheese?
All right.
That's glorified.
We'll see y'all next episode.
That's glorified cheesy bread.
We're not doing this. We're not doing this
I just had to let them know.
How about this?
We'll do it another episode, but that's
Next
you know
episode,
you're eating it and you know that's glorified cheesy bread.
To you, and I'm saying this to audience at home. Next episode is going to be an untopicked, unart episode where we're just going to ramble.
That's gonna be horrible.
Is that fair?
I mean, that'd be cool. That's gonna be horrible.
I've had a lot of fun telling this story and talking about cheesy bread instead of talking about some
fucking cheesy bread, man.
Fucking Dollar General carts.
Dude, don't, bro. Food takes might actually get us canceled.
Okay, next episode is gonna be food takes.
I wouldn't be mad at that, man.
Okay, next episode is gonna be food. We'll see y'all next episode, man.
Y'all take it easy.
We really got off topic at the end, but we were just having fun recording today.
Oh, wait, we gotta ask them as usual. Listen, please, again, just let us know what y'all want.
Every
right,
episode.
we're still gonna listen, guys. Let me tell y'all something, right?
We're gonna be in this like baby like learning phase.
Yeah,
for the next.
We are
like,
changing so much stuff,
bro.
Yeah, we're changing so much stuff. Literally, when I say literally, I mean literally.
We have literally
every
new
episode
camera in front of us.
Yeah, like literally every single episode, we've been changing things. Yeah, trying new things.
New shirt.
Yeah, like let us know what y'all like. Let us know what y'all don't like. This is gonna keep going for a little while. Again, like Tomas said in the last episode, pinned on our Instagram. Hopefully, it becomes like a more of a long-term thing instead of just like a one-time thing where people will watch and scroll. But if y'all at any point in time have any ideas and y'all want to kind of compile it into one spot, huh?
Hit us up, bro, on the pin.
Yeah. There's a pinned post where it was Tomas mostly talking about just asking what y'all would like, and it doesn't even have to be specifically for the Patreon. It can be anything content related.
Oh, the Patreon, yeah. We've been talking about this forever. We want to do a Patreon, but we just haven't gotten anything from y'all. Zero recommendations.
And it's kind of difficult for us to think of something because we're kind of pouring everything into this, so we don't really know.
We don't have like segments that we don't show here that we're saving for the Patreon.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, we kind of just pour all of our content and ideas into this.
We're confident enough in the quality yet to be like, we're gonna do Patreon special.
Paid is kind of
we want to really improve before
but
that.
At least give us ideas.
I think we could really just lean into more of like the fun aspect, like really like relax.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Have fun with the conversation. If we lean more into that, I think we could really do some Patreon episodes. But hey, just let us know what y'all really want to see in general on the podcast, on a potential Patreon. What y'all want to see from our social media accounts. Do y'all want polls on the social media? Do y'all want more interactive reels, more interactive shorts? We pose a bunch of questions on this pod, and then we usually don't put them in the shorts because we try and be more of a funny shorts and reels. We're trying to go viral type situation.
It's a little more difficult to get that engagement and exposure when you're not really known in that type of way. You know what I mean?
But if y'all want to see that, we could do more of that.
Yeah, just let us know. Again, we're gonna keep asking because we're changing so many things, guys, and things are gonna continue to change.
Yeah, like
a lot.
We're gonna keep changing until we feel like we're at a good place, and then we're gonna let change come naturally. But right now, we're at a place where every episode we fucking changed the camera angle a few episodes ago. We literally have a new camera now. We are doing shorter episodes, even though this episode might actually run quite long.
Yeah.
Overall, we're doing shorter episodes. We're trying to be more concise. We're just trying to be more compact. This episode might be an exception again, but just let us know anything y'all want, man.
Yeah.
And with that, I think we'll see y'all next episode.
I think we're good.
Cheesy bread.
Cheesy bread.
Peace out.
Glorified. Cheesy bread.
Have a good rest of your night.
Peace out, boys.